Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Minions have spawned.
This one. Well,
Yo, what's up, gamers? There we go.
We're here. We made it.
Yeah, we're live. So welcome, everyone. I am Jacoby Matt.
I am Tarp.
Yeah.
PJ Farrell, Director of Esports.
Got a lovely best of 5 coming at you from not the.
Is it a lovely best of 5?
I would still say it's
yeah. Doesn't feel great.
It could be lovelier.
It could be lovely. You're right.
Yeah. But you know, we're here. We're alive. Sun's still shining.
So to fill everybody in, this game was going to be broadcast on the NECC, but unfortunately, when WashU logged into their accounts, multiple of them had bans on their accounts, and they did not know about it. We believe that they're false bans. They believe they're false bans, but unfortunately...
Everything is inclined to believe that it's false bans,
yeah.
but the league has procedures for the reasons.
They do.
So...
would violate terms of service. It's really important that they follow the terms of service. So we understand, but we aren't happy about it.
So both teams said, screw it, let's just willingly play a best of 5 for League of Legends.
And I do love that Galio skin, by the way. That Galio skin is so heat. Can you do? Can you zoom out a little bit? Flying Red Tiger gets the incinerate, but he is alive. Okay, so Watch You is up 1-0.
I've been default turning Fog of War off, and it's made the streams look so much better.
You know, I kind of like that. I do kind of like that, yeah.
I just think you miss a little bit when you see Fog of War on.
I agree. Ooh, but Top Dog, though. How about Top Dog? Guys, we get a flash out, and Flying Red Tiger in some trouble, and he goes down. So Washu gets a nice flash out of the bushes and gets that kill. But Top Dog here on the top lane really starting to put in some damage on the Jax. I don't really see Top Dog playing a lot of Zaheen, but Zaheen is pretty strong. Yeah.
Sorry for the line of code you guys see on screen. I'm just fixing some stuff on our end. Just had to get the best of 5 graphics.
All right, we do have Scrub McLord, who does have streamer mode enabled.
Yep.
So cannot see his name, but he
always
is our
has.
laner. Oh, and the wow, that's a nice hook out there by the Nautilus, but unfortunately doesn't really get much out of it. So Scrub McLord draws the flash out of the support there. All right, so and I think Galio's an interesting pick. I know like Galio currently doesn't have a super great win rate, but we do know that Washu has some really great players.
And
Shield does allow Galio to approach the Syndra. It's a good call by Sandit, Christian, our producer, in the studio. Our GOAT.
you're here. You're producing this.
Oh, and we do have another big dive on Flying Red Tiger. Can Flying Red Tiger get out?
I don't think he
He's
will.
dealing some damage. I don't think he's going to get out, and he does not. And so that's the second time we've seen the big kind of jump out of the bushes and trying to gank. Oh, we're going to see Top Dog going to get one. He's going to flash on the Jax. He's... Oh,
he gets
so
stunned.
low.
Yeah. Again, we do see one of the Drakes still out there. I believe that is Fire Drake. Yes.
There's a Fire Drake. And Washu is up pretty significantly here early on. Up about 2,500 gold.
That's just small for stream. We'll see. So, I'll let you go over.
All right, we are going to see Washu starting to push into the jungle, trying to set up for that Drake. And it looks like CSU is going to concede this Drake. So a lot of the lanes are being pushed in at the moment. And remember that Galio does have that ultimate to be able to jump into a fight at any point. So pretty strong here in the mid lane.
Yeah, Syndra is going to have to be very careful here. Could lead to a little bit of a pinch, but right now looking pretty okay. Well, actually, I say that now. It's coming in for the 3v1.
Yeah, and it's kind of just hitting me now, but Washu using a lot of tanks in this game.
I mean, definitely, even though it's a scrim, are we still doing Fearless?
I believe we are following the rules of the CCC.
Okay, so still going to be interesting to see how character depth comes into play later in the series.
Shepard's in some trouble. He takes a lot of damage. He's getting
Shepard
hooked back
is-
in. He's under tower, and that is going to be deadly. Now the question is, can Flying Red Tiger capitalize on the Samira? Looks like she flashes out and gets out. Oh, and this could be trouble for Flying Red Tiger. As it doesn't matter, he can put as much damage as he wants into that Nautilus. He is not going down anytime soon. Okay, his Beard's Weird just clearing jungles. CSU down now. About 3,000 gold early on. It's pretty significant early. Top Dog almost got a kill earlier, but the Jax was able to flash out and get under tower. Either way, I'm seeing Top Dog winning this matchup in the top lane. so far. It looks like WashU has been really focused on pushing the bot lane and leaving kind of that top lane alone. Seeing a little invade by WashU as well. We're going to see here getting pushed out by Cleveland State, but... Oh, and we are going to see a gank in the jungle, and there are 3 that are coming in. Varus is coming in, Flying Red Tiger. He's got them all grouped up, dealing a little bit of damage.
The Shepherd goes down. 44 Flying Red Tiger now has a 3v1 chasing after him, going to flash out. Managed to get away. Top Dog doing Top Dog things in the top lane. I wonder how Top Dog 665 or 655 fan is doing tonight.
Great question. Get in that chat, Top Dog 665 fan. Oh, and his beard's, I'm sorry, the top Flying Red Tiger.
Yeah.
Gets caught out of position a little bit between the towers, and man, that Lilia gets out with just a sliver of health. It seems like WashU has gotten out of a lot of these situations just by the skin of their teeth. But playing it really well so far. And we are going to have to see Scrub McLord really turn it on here, as he's going to get caught by the Lilia. Shepherd's coming through, though. Maybe gets the stun off. Hold on a minute. The Lilia getting some damage in. And his Beardsweird takes a ton of damage. He's going to get out. Oh, he's at 1 health point. Does he get out? Yes, he does. He's able to shield. And CSU gets their first kill of the game. So they have fallen behind pretty significantly here. Down about 3,000 gold still.
But the game is still young.
Game is still young.
Plenty of time. And even worst case scenario, it's best of 5.
Yes. And we do see, you know, like Varus is a pretty heavy scaling champion too. Like he does get really strong later in the game.
The people. Let me speak to the people, Piccolo. Let me speak to them.
Syndra gets ganked by the Nautilus and gets hooked again.
By Mr. Meta Knight himself.
Now, I think that was a really smart play by Scrub McLord to turn and stun the Galio, who was kind of TPing in.
Buy him a little extra time.
Yes, and Top Dog takes 1 turret shot, trying to get done, but isn't quite able to get that kill. He really wants to. His Beardsweird is here. He is going to engage and go under, and he does take another turret shot. The big question is, can he get out? And no, this is going to be some trouble for CSU unless they play this really well. But see that Pantheon falling asleep. This is not good, but the Zaheen does get the res, right? Like, the Zaheen gets the res, which might not be great here.
Yeah, that's just a 2K for WashU.
Oof.
CSU in a lot of trouble early here. Server's not happy about that one either.
Good damage there on that bot lane. Can they get the Samira? Oh, the Samira with a big shield gets all her health back and takes down both. Oh, man. That Samira played that almost perfectly, kind of baited him to come in.
Yeah, and WashU is a very strong team. I mean, we were talking about this before.
They are,
the stream. Incredibly strong, a lot of strong individual players, very strong as a unit. Obviously, they're the #1 seed in Division 3. So definitely going to be an uphill climb for CSU no matter what. But again, I would argue that our roster depth is deeper than any team
I agree.
in this division. So assuming Fearless is in play, you never know what's going to happen. A Syndra's going to go down.
Syndra does go down, and WashU goes up to almost 5,000 gold now. So they have a very significant lead. And CSU's going to have to do something. They're going to have to win like a team fight and get a couple shutdowns here. There are a lot of shutdowns on the board, so winning a team fight could really sway the game back in our favor. It's going to really just depend on how these team fights go.
Right, and I mean, obviously, everyone knows in any comeback, the hardest one to do is the first.
For sure.
Because you got to fight against that momentum. You got to get something going. But something I want to point out is Fire Drake is still on the board.
Yes, has not been touched yet.
Either, no, WashU got a blink.
Top Dog taking a lot of damage from that. Jax.
We'll be able to get back, though. No worries. Holy smokes, I should not be yawning. It is 8 o'clock. right. I'm gonna just point Exhibit A over there. Do you need me to move it? So, yeah, Syndra, a lot of trouble here early, but Washu gonna get the Fire Drake as well. Not looking too good.
No, CSU down pretty significantly here early in the game. And they will have to do something if they want to get back in this. They're going to have to play very carefully, really smart. We do see the Nautilus hiding in the bush above the tower. Flying Red Tiger trying to come out and push that Samira out, but they have 3 players now surrounding the tower in the bot lane. His Beard's Weird's coming to the top, looking to maybe try to help out. He is going to ult in. And he does get the stun on the Jackson. They do get the kill. And it looks like Flying Red Tiger and Shepard played really smart, stayed under tower, didn't get caught out.
At least gave themselves a fighting chance here.
They definitely did, yes. Oh, and that Samira is ulting, does a lot of damage, and is able to get... Oh my goodness, the Nautilus takes both the turret shots!
Is this what they warned us about when they were talking about Meta Knight and Brawl? Is that
Yeah.
Nautilus?
Yeah. I mean, he played it perfectly, like, went under tower, was able to take those turret shots, and...
Red team's turret has been
You know,
destroyed.
get the 2 kills under tower. So even though CSU is playing it pretty well, you know, they pushed out maybe like a little bit too far, try to get that Samira, and did not pay off.
Yeah, context for the chat, for those that don't understand the Meta Knight joke. There's a render of Nautilus, like specifically the character like Banner before the game, that just makes him look an awful lot like Meta Knight from the Super Smash series of games. Or at least that's like an LP play that you guys would recognize Meta Knight from. So, I just call him Meta Knight.
Oh, and this could be a little tough for CSU too. They get some pretty good damage there on the Nautilus, but Nautilus doesn't really seem to mind. But this is going to put Flying Red Tiger in a really tough situation. They're going to go down. But can they get a kill here on the Nautilus or on the Samira? They do get the Samira down, so that's a nice shutdown by Syndra. So Scrub McLaurin's going to get a good bit of gold for that. Try to get him back into this game.
Yeah,
Top Dog
definitely
keep on
needed.
doing Top Dog stuff.
As Scrub McLaurin
We do see
Shepherd.
both. All right, we see CSU in the mid lane going against this Lilia. He does get the stun. Pantheon gets off. The Galio is going to ult in. He's going to go 1. They do get the shutdown on a Lilia also, and this is what CSU needed to get right back in this.
Yeah, we see Top Dog also forcing this top laner on the other side to stay in check and actually just going to end up killing them.
And can they get this Galio is a bigger question. His Beard's Weird's going to go in, but doesn't see the Nautilus coming around. He's going to get a nice hook. They do get the shutdown, and Nautilus isn't going to have a lot left other than just a lot of health. They get a nice stun, and do they have enough damage to get him down before... They do. So CSU plays that very well. They get kind of back in this game and really shorten that gold lead up to just under 2,000. All right, so CSU back in it.
Yeah. And like we said, you know, once you get that first kill, everything kind of changes at the drop of the
Definitely
hat.
does.
So,
Seeing Flying Red Tiger moving into the mid lane. We're going to see a little bit of an invade by Lilia, trying to take the Raptors, and does. CSU does have 3. Shepard gets hit by the slow. Galio taking a lot of damage, but Scrub McLord playing very well around the Galio. Top Dog gets hit by the Lilia. Is he going to be able to get back to the tower? He gets rooted underneath, and he is going to be safe. He's going to be okay. Okay. So I do see this so far playing out in CSU's favor. Top Dog going to have to be very careful, not knowing that Nautilus is in the bush. He flashes out, gets the Zaheen underneath the tower. Does the Zaheen have enough to be able to save this tower that is trying to pump damage into it? You see the top turret does go down. Top Dog and his Beard's Weird are going to take down the Naut, and the Nautilus will go down. So very well played again by CSU. So even though there's a lot of kill disparity, You know, CSU comes pretty far back.
Yeah, not a lot of objective disparities. Not a lot of objective disparity. Only about 1K down, although that could change here soon if we're not careful.
Say Flying Red Tiger taking a lot of damage there, but he's able to shield it. His Beard's comes in on the Pantheon. He gets a sweet kill. Wow.
Yeah. Average his Beard's weird stuff right there.
There is some life in the CSU team after all. WashU is going to try to push in on the Drake. CSU trying to just take some space here.
Yeah.
Gets a nice stun and another nice stun coming in on the Syndra. But CSU split on targets. They're going to have to pick one and get in on it. The Lilia taking a lot of damage, but is able to get away. She's
It's going to be
fast.
a whole team fight here.
They're going to go in on this Jax. The Jax has a lot of health. He does a lot of damage. Flying Red Tiger staying far back. He does get some good damage in on the Jax, who was able to run out. So CSU doing a good job maintaining their form in this fight. The Lilia throwing the ball through. Doesn't get really anything with that. But Washington U is in some trouble now as they get the big stun on the Galio, and the Galio does go down. His Beardsweir's got enough health to be able to push through. Oh, he does go down. And now the big question is, can CSU clean up? And no, they do not. So Top Dog here on the Zaheen trying to get one more kill. He's going to be forced to retreat. Oh, and CSU had everything going for him there, but ends up falling to that Samira. And that Samira taking a couple turret shots as well, and it's pretty low. Looks like the Lilia will be able to get Drake here pretty free as WashU also pushes and takes that mid tower as well. So CSU down 3 players at the moment.
Yeah, definitely not looking all that good right now, but again, plenty of time for the game to turn around.
They're gonna. Oh, he gets a nice hook underneath the tower. Top Dog still alive. He has a little bit of health. He does stay up. Okay, so WashU does get the Drake, but you know what? CSU gets a pretty big kill there.
Yeah, Mountain Drake gonna be the quote-unquote Drake of the game, as I've been calling it on stream.
Oh, his Beard's weird.
Yeah.
Does see the Lilia going in on the blue buff. Galio comes in. They're going to flash in also. The Syndra misses the E and doesn't get the kill, but they're going to all be able to group up on this Galio. And the big question is, can the Galio get out, or is he going to be stunned under turret?
I think he'll be able to get out.
It looks like he is in a pretty good position. Top Dog here dealing a lot of damage. Does not want this Nautilus in the game. Nautilus is able to get out, but very, very low health while the Galio ults in. Lilia coming in from behind, and CSU is a little bit cornered here. Gets drowsy, isn't able to respond, and that's going to go down on the Varus. His Beard's weird, ults in on the Pantheon, isn't able to get the kill. We do see a big ult from Zaheen, but doesn't quite get enough in that ult to do enough damage. Zaheen is in some trouble, but does get the res off. That Zaheen is coming back with the vengeance. He's able to flash out under tower, and they're going to take one down. Oh, nice kill on the Jax. And WashU is pretty low all around, except for this Samira that is dealing some heavy damage. But he gets a nice stun off on the Syndra, and this is going to be... Oh, Top Dog does not quite get out, and he goes down.
He's going to go down as well. The tower, Syndra goes down.
The remains of the tower.
Yeah, going to be a double kill for WashU here, and they might just try to push now. We'll see if he's out of the fight. It'd be a little risky, but they've been making some risky calls here. CSU should be able to pincer off just enough, and they will.
Big kill there by Flying Red Tiger on the Nautilus. It looks like that Galio is going to flash out over the wall to escape. So that was kind of a mess, but a couple good team fights there by WashU. But CSU ends up staying alive. They are down just about 4,000 gold, a little bit more than 4,000 gold. Okay, so CSU trying to regroup, figure out their next move for this team fight. We got another Drake coming up in a few minutes. 2 minutes. Top Dog by himself in the bot lane, and it looks like they're pushing him very hard through the jungle. And the question is, will he be able to get out? I don't know if he's going to be able to escape. Oh, he does. They try to hook, but nice dodge.
Yeah, very nice dodge for Top Dog here. WashU have a lot of options for what they want to go for right now. Looks like they're going to just try to take out this tower here in the bottom and try to give themselves even more options, as that is the name of the game in League of Legends. Obviously, 5 people can only cover so many areas at once. So
that's Samira walking through the top jungle. I don't know if they are trying to like surround and trap. CSU, the Nautilus flashes in, does get a little hook. The Galio is going to ult in. Syndra gets all her health back, but she does go down. Scrub McLord is down. Samira just comes in and does a ton of damage. Flying Red Tiger goes down. She shields up. His Beardsword's going to come in, tries to get the shutdown on this Samira. Can he do it? Yes, he does. So Top Dog coming in, trying to clear off this Galio. Galio is doing everything he can to try to stay out. Top Dog going to just recall into that mid lane, try to clear out the jungle.
yeah, Top Dog got to do what he can here while the majority of his team is out of the fight. Going to try to regroup here, try to get something going for CSU.
So what's CSU's game plan, you think, going forward here?
I guess just play, I don't want to say a stalling game, but rather like a defensive game. Wait for Washington to overextend and make a mistake. But right now, it's just like Washington has so much control and like space over the map that it feels like CSU's hope is to just wait for a mistake, wait for them to go for an objective too early. And so I guess how to do that is you just poke a little bit. I mean, Top Dog obviously way leveled up here. I said way, now it's about equal.
This could be trouble. Lilia is coming up. There's no tower for Top Dog to really escape under.
Right.
But he does get out. And the Samira is walking through as well. It looks like they might try to go Baron.
And, I mean, here's the thing, but they have the read. If you look at the mini-map in the corner here, we have the read that 4 of CSU's people are going to try to go for the Drake.
They're going to sacrifice the Drake in order to get the Baron. Pretty smart by WashU. I think the Baron is a better kill for them here. And CSU really can't give up another Drake.
Right.
So, and they're going to try to rush down and maybe catch CSU off guard. Galio is able to get into the bush, stop the recall. Lilia trying to hit that orb from downtown, but doesn't quite get there.
There's Gromp, our unofficial GOAT.
We love the Gromp.
We are getting that.
When are we getting that plushie?
Whenever it's back in stock.
Yeah. That will be a plushie of all time.
It will be just sitting on the prod desk.
I love the Gromp.
It's going to be the new steal.
Okay, we have a Pantheon ulting in, but he gets hooked by the Nautilus immediately. Nice stun there by the Syndra. Scrub McLord gets a nice kill.
Yeah, and that's going to force WashU to get back, and that's what I'm saying. You just wait for them to overextend just a little bit. You get a kill. It's not going to be an easy victory. It's not going to be a quick victory. But you just wait for them to make a little mistake, and that's all you need to do.
So you're just giving yourself a chance.
Right.
Right.
I mean, what do you say? Like for a baseball analogy, you're down like 5 in the like after the 7th inning, you go into the 8th. You don't need to make up 5 in the 8th.
Right. Just chip away.
Right. If you can get 1, perfect. If you can get 2, even better. Give yourself something to work at. Because you don't want to be in that spot where it's top of the 9th. You have 2 bouts and you're still down 5 because you tried to get a little aggressive in the 8th. And, you know, you ended up having to set.
Yep, this is one of those points. Don't overextend too much. Try to just take this mid tower if they're going to give it to you. Play what the team gives you.
Yep. Which they do manage to get that tower, and all 5 get out with their lives. But as I say that, Shepard in a lot of trouble here.
On this Galio, and that Galio is just able to take so much damage.
Right.
And that Nautilus is going to get a flash hook. They're both going to get knocked up, and the Samira is going to come through and just clean house. So that was a maybe an overextension by CSU, you know, trying to really take that tower. And then, I don't know if you saw, but the Lilia orb really split Scrub McLord from being able to get back in.
So, but another CSU turret goes down. And actually, hang on, I know we're watching this fight, but that's a problem.
This is
that is a real problem. No one else is here. It's just Top Dog alive.
No, but he can't do anything. The Galio is going to prevent him from recalling.
And yeah, it's just going to be down to the Nexus, so WashU going to spawn camp a little bit like it's old Call of Duty. Going to try to go for this Nexus, and they will take game 1.
That will be game 1. So although this is just show match, Wash U has taken game 1. So I don't know. I think Wash U looked really good. Like you said, we knew they were coming in as a very strong unit. We know that, like their jungler especially, like he's a challenger level player. He's a very strong pick, and then the rest of their lanes are also very strong. They're all really good.
Yeah. So I believe we're gonna head to a little intermission, unless you have any other thoughts about the game.
No, I think. But you mentioned earlier the strength in CSU is the longer the games go.
Yeah.
The more games that happen,
I
the
mean,
stronger that we
We need to remember Boston was up 2-0
Correct.
in the finals, and we just were able to run them down when we had the better roster depth. Yeah, so we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna hop off the mic. Xandit's gonna hop on. I think. No, I'm a big stinky liar.
Angel.
I will go kidnap Angel. JK, not actually. That's a joke. It's a joke for legal reasons. Yeah, but when we return, we will have probably someone else on the mic. I just know I have a long drive home. So yeah, it was nice casting for y'all throughout the season. I'm gonna go put the stream audio on while I drive and head out. So we'll see you guys shortly.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Getting a little echo. Hold on a second. Testing. There we go. All right, welcome back. We are here for Game 2. WashU goes up 1-0 in this best of 5. For those of you just tuning in, this is more of a show match. There was an issue with some of the WashU accounts, and unfortunately, according to Riot Terms of Service, this game is automatically forfeit to Cleveland State. So Cleveland State does win the national championship. However, both teams did agree to a show match to play the national championship out anyways, although this is not a sanctioned game that counts. So looking at our draft, WashU goes with a Poppy at the top, a Kayn jungle, Silas mid, Jhin on ADC, and a Zerath support, which will be interesting to see. CSU goes with a Cassante top, Brand jungle, which is one of his Beard's Weird's favorites, so that one should be kind of fun. Scrub McLord on the Zed in the mid, which will be a really nice matchup. Flying Red Tiger goes with the Ashe, and Shepard goes on Bard. So we'll see Shepard doing a lot of roams. He really does like the roam potential on Bard, and Flying Red Tiger just going to have to do his best to try to hold that bot lane while the Bard's able to kind of roam around, try to help Scrub McLord in the middle for that big push. And top dog on the Cassante should be a pretty good pick. I know he's been working on that one for a little while now. Cassante pretty strong in the top lane. Game will be starting here momentarily.
Left hand.
Okay, and we are off. So CSU gets invaded very early on, even before we got the transition in, and is able to get a quick kill. So Shepard does go down. I think this Silas in the mid should be kind of a fun matchup to watch with Scrub McLord on the Zed. Scrub McLord recently hitting Grandmaster. And we are seeing an invade in the jungle by Kayn, as we do see his Beard's Weird Brand is also invading. And this could be a dangerous situation as Silas is coming down. He's going to flash in over the tower, but Bard is going to flash out, and they are going to get the kill on the Kayn. And they do get a kill on the Zerath, so that actually was a really nice flash there by Shepard on the Bard, who's able to get out and survive. There we do. Top dog. His Beard's Weird's coming in, trying to get this Poppy. Poppy's in a pretty tough spot. Gonna have to flash out, and he flashes into the bush, so... Do have the Silas also creeping, trying to see if he can get the kill. His Beard's Weird. Oh, it takes a lot of damage. He goes down. The Silas gets a kill, and that is not going to be great for CSU. If that Silas gets going, that is going to be some serious trouble. Shepard on the Bard. Gets some nice poke damage done. Flying Red Tiger on the Ashe, doing a nice job. Just trying to be patient this game. Maybe trying to be a little less aggressive. Try to stay under the tower. Let the Bard make some plays for him. And we are going to see the TP in on the Poppy and the Cassante up top. As it looks like his Beardswood on the Zed gets a flash out of the Sylas, and the Sylas is going to have to retreat under tower. Man, we do see the recall in the bot lane here. We do have Brand, his Beardsword kind of hanging out. Maybe Zed trying to bait a little bit, trying to bait that Sylas to push in. Top Dog flashes over, gets under tower, and now we're going to see the Brand go in. They do get the stun on him. That's a big stun. And can they get Zed the kill? They do. So Scrub McLord gets that kill. Just barely hanging on, and is able to also CS pretty well. But now we do have hovering really close as the Zerath, and that Zerath is going to get the kill. So, you know, looking as support, I mean, could be a worse person to get that kill, but Scrub McLord does go down for it. So he is going to TP back in. The Sylas going to go in, try to get a couple hits on that turret. Gets a little plating damage, a little plating gold. Top Dog is going to stay in the lane. Nice hit there on the Zed.
Not like this.
And we do get a kill from Scrub McLord in the mid lane. He is able to get the Kayn jungle. And we said before this started that the jungle is a very good player for them. They do have a challenger level jungle player. Sylas is kind of creeping up back into the mid lane on the Zed. And that Zed gets another nice kill, but he doesn't see the bush. He does flash out, try to see if he can get out. He does, fortunately. Hello, testing. I'll talk one more time. Hold on, wait 1 second. I try it again. Oh, we did. We got him. Everybody, very special guest. We have Shoes back in the chat.
I'm glad that PJ learned how to use Discord. He's been using it for 4 years in a row now, every day. But I'm glad that.
I mean, some days I know what I'm doing, and some days I don't. Most of the days I don't.
You know what? You got thrown off today by some unprecedented news.
Well, I was not planning on streaming. You know, it is tough when you have to just hop in and start streaming. We had to get everything all set back up. Had to get in a state of
PJ
mind.
had to call in a couple of favors to get the free win today, but
I did. I called my Riot buddies. I was like, you know what?
yeah,
Just throw a quick ban on these guys.
he just did works at Riot Games, so he was able to.
No, it's such a bummer. Like, the guys were super bummed. Obviously, we don't like winning this way. But, you know, Washington used a good team. I know we were really prepping this week. a lot for this game, and it meant a lot to the team. Even if we didn't win, had a great season. But I know we get the win, but like I said, it doesn't really feel super good.
You know, a little known fact about PJ Farrell for people who don't know is that he actually did PR media training with Shedeur Sanders. And that's why he's able to give such good answers like the one that he just gave. When actually he's been celebrating nonstop in the back about the win tonight. So
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
And Marshawn Lynch as well. we have a few different people that he's gotten some PR training with. But are you gonna stream the game to me?
True story. Oh, I should probably stream the game so you can see. Oh, hold on, wait 1 second.
Oh, we gotta figure this one out now too. Oh, jeez Louise.
Oh, jeez, hold on, wait. Nobody panic. Hold on, nobody panic. Okay.
There we go.
I think we're good. I think we're in good shape.
All right, there we go.
All right. So game's very close. Still pretty even for the most part.
Yeah, a little closer than the last one.
This definitely is a little closer than the last one. I think the last one just snowballed out of control pretty quickly. I think maybe CSU a little overconfident. Maybe you know, like a little.
Almost get the sun out of
it. Man, that I've been playing some Zerath, and that combo is pretty deadly. But
thank you, League Spectator, for taking us to the top lane here.
Yeah, I probably should be taking more control. Okay.
Yeah, there's surely nothing going on in the bottom side of the map here.
So WashU gets another kill, but Zed going in, Scrub McLord going in, and Kane does deal some damage, but not able to quite get that kill. So I'm going to turn off the Fog of War also. Kind of like the Mouth Fog of War.
You're cooking now.
Thank you. Try my best. I did zoom out because I know that Sean, who is probably watching, would yell at me if I was not fully zoomed out.
What are your thoughts on Matt using streamer mode?
You know what? It was pretty funny because the last series that we played, they didn't know what his name was, and they were just making up like random names to call him. So it was actually kind of funny.
I like that.
But you know, I know he is really popular in the League community. I know, you know, a lot of people like he's afraid of a lot of people just
stream sniping him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well,
just kidding,
when
Matt.
you sit,
just kidding.
like...
I know you're gonna listen to this later.
I'm not kidding. Hold on. Oh, he's GM. I was gonna say when you're Master 0LP, but he hit GM after.
He did hit GM yesterday.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's getting a nice little damage though on the Sylas. He does get the kill, so Sylas does go down, and CSU also pushing this bot lane, trying to get a kill on this Jhin, and he goes down as well. So the Zerath gonna have to retreat.
Yeah, mid matchup. Once Zed gets ahead, it is very hard to stop him, and I would say that he's pretty ahead right now.
I would also say he's pretty ahead right now. Getting up 8-1, I mean, that is going to be really tough to overcome. I said the same thing about the Sylas, too. If the Sylas was to get ahead, it was going to be tough to kind of overcome that, too.
But Sylas doesn't have, like, too many, like Bard ult, Nash ult are pretty good, like Brand ult is pretty good, but it's hard for him. Not a lot of good ults outside of those.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, the Bard ult is potentially pretty decent. I mean, Brand ult? Can he use Brand ult?
Yeah, that's like a decent, you know, that's a decent one. But nothing crazy, you know. I mean, there's no Malphite ult, there's no like Lily ult, there's no, you know, crazy game-changing ults that he just uses better than the people. But he can't step up for these waves. I mean, he is mitigated to his tower for the foreseeable future.
Yep, which is kind of where we want him. Roaming Sylas is a dangerous Sylas.
You would know.
I would.
As our in-house, as our resident Sylas one trick.
That's all I have ever played, yeah. Oh my gosh, he almost gets...
Yeah, he has 2 full items up. I think that the boots that he has, which are like the new boots, are just terrible.
Oh, really? See, I've heard the opposite. I thought that they were supposed to be really good for, like, you know, bringing a lot of healing and stuff. Flying Red Tiger in a pretty rough spot, though. Shepard with a really nice Bard play, though.
Yeah, his Bard's been pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Now, you want to talk about something that's good that is new is Deathfire Torch.
Oh, my gosh.
Is mucho bueno, senor.
Oh, this could be rough.
Not going to save the bot lane here.
It is not going to be good. So the Kayn does get away, but he gets 2.
Yeah, Red Kayn definitely pretty good here. Pretty low range.
Oh, his Beard's Weird sneaking up. He might be able to get this kill. Brand should be able to get this.
Ooh,
Poppy gonna get that shield though.
I don't know. But... Now you may not. Do you recognize the jungle and the top laners' names at all?
I do not.
Little League of Legends history for you.
Yeah.
Those are both. Marin is a bit more recent, but those are both old pro League of Legends players.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, Uzi. A long time ago, Uzi was one of the best. He never won any world titles or anything, but he's one of the best AD carries of all time.
Wow.
And then Marin is one of the better top laners. Now
Yeah,
I know
I mean,
you've been working up on your Mandarin, Peach.
I have been.
What does Silas's name mean?
You know what? I don't know if I got that first character down.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, Zed's coming in though. He's gonna go and ult. He is gonna try to get the Silas. Does get that kill.
Holy smokes.
Question is, does the Kayn do anything about it? No. I would be staying very
Your
far away
level's
from
down.
Zed.
I think. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Your level's down. He's he doesn't want to tussle with the muscle.
Oh, his Beard Spirit's got nice stun though. He's getting some good damage in on the Brand, and that is a dead Jhin.
Yeah, I mean, this game's pretty similar to game 1, just in reverse.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Cleveland State's just gonna end up winning this one, so I think we could probably wrap this one up and get on to the third game.
Oh, and we are going to see the Kayn sneaking in from the back, but the Bard TP, pretty nice. Good play there by Shepard. Oh, you see Top Dog going in on this Poppy. Poppy's got a flash. I do have to say though, I remember the last time we cast and I had no idea what was going on in this game.
Yeah, that was last year, over the summer.
I think it was last year, yeah.
When we did, oh my goodness, whatever league the team played in.
Was it that Aegis League or anything?
I'm trying to remember. It was one of those like tier 3 leagues. I just don't remember.
Uh-oh, Flying Red Tiger's in a bad spot now. Everyone's gonna try to flash. Good flash out by Flying Red Tiger trying to get out, but I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. He does get the stun. Oh, unreal. Nice play.
You know,
Wait, was that really only a year ago? There's no way.
I'm pretty sure. Was it a year or was it 2 years ago?
It's gotta be 2 years, right? I feel like I've been playing the game now longer than a year.
I'm trying to remember. Everything kind of.
I know, it's been a blur.
After MEC spring semester, everything really just starts to blend together. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that was one of our finest moments. Yeah. Kaizik's the GOAT.
Yeah,
we did talk about that at the banquet. There's only one thing I ever apologized to anybody for, it was that.
And listen, folks, just for the record, he has a lot that he can apologize to me for. But, I'm glad that on the record there's only ever been one thing, and it was someone else. But to be fair, he deserved it, because I think we ruined League of Legends for Rocco.
Yeah, it was a tough season, but you know what?
Yeah,
Rocco was a trooper, and
he was.
Yeah.
And he did come back and play a little bit more. He lasted a little longer. I don't know, this King could be a problem, but he's he's going for full lethality too, which is fine here. But it's gonna basically be who's gonna get one shot first. Matt with Edge and Knight makes it much harder though. Xerath and Jhin are gonna be able to knock it off pretty easily, but like
Nice, good stun there by the Bard.
and this Axiom Arc item needs to be taken out back and shot.
Which one?
Axiom Arc. Like when you are ahead, man, that item, you just start to roll.
Oh,
Like,
Beardred in the jungle, getting some nice damage on the Kane, but Kane not going to survive that one.
good stun, so he can't ult.
Yes.
Tim continues to be the best player in Cleveland State history.
North America?
I mean, yeah, that works too.
And then
I'm down to glaze Tim as much as humanly possible. So,
I mean, Zazel had to learn from somebody, you know?
no, absolutely, and you know, to your point, Tim is 95 years old, so the fact that we were able to get him some allowance time out of the retirement home for this year is quite impressive.
But we'll graduate this summer.
We hope, you
So we are
know. I
excited.
mean, at this point, we certainly hope that he'll finally be gone.
We're dragging him through. He's gonna make it. Kicking and
We're dragging him
screaming.
through the mud. Yeah, absolutely. He just does not want to leave. That's what I've heard from him every time I've talked to him in the last 3 years. Is how much he loves hanging around.
Oh, this Kane is super fast.
You know, if Zed's around, no one has to be scared. But if Zed is not there, everyone needs to be quite afraid of the deadly Kane jumping.
So CSU starting their second Drake. Shepard on the board, just trying to keep that Kane at bay. Beard's weird, able to get that Drake, and Top Dog goes in on the Kane. Nice, good kill there by Top Dog. Wow. Uh-oh, Zed is in some trouble though. He will have to maybe get out. Yes, he does get out. Top Dog goes all in though. Barely survives. His Beard's weird is in. Can the Brand get the kill on the Silas? Silas misses the chains.
You know, Iden has had a tough game, but his Ashalts have been on point.
They really have been very good.
I don't know what this Jin. I think he thinks he's still in game one as Samira and like 85 and 0 because he is playing like he is unstoppable. And
Good team fight there
he
by
is the
CSU.
stoppable object.
Flying Red Tiger venturing into enemy territory. Okay, so CSU up pretty significantly. They're up about 9,000 gold. And like you said, Adam, it is kind of the opposite of last game. So game 3 should be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I was not able to see the draft of this game, so I'm not. Did they swap sides? Do you know? I don't remember.
You know what? I don't remember either. I'll have to check after.
Yeah, I'm just curious because, you know, I mean, that, you know, is something that we definitely ran into. If, you know, sometimes players are just very comfortable. Oh, my goodness.
Not good for Flying Red Tigers in a pretty rough spot. He gets. Oh my goodness, he gets out. Nope. He does get down.
Alright, Zed still has ult here, but this Kane is going to do.
Yeah, this Kane is going to clean up.
Damage. Tim is going to be dead here. He's going to knock up Zed. Matt does not want to use his ult to dodge anything. He's going to go down.
Top Dog going to get the kill, though, on the Kane. Shepard gets out on the board, so okay. I mean, could have been worse.
Yeah, I mean, when you're this ahead, though, you definitely want the fights to be a little cleaner / you know, getting something a bit more out of it to progress the game, because, you know, when you're down, like Washington College is, you know, you're going to take these. You're going to take these trades because, I mean, that's just overall good gold for you, you know, with the shutdowns. Like, Matt had a 700 gold shutdown there, I think, and he's going to come out of the base probably with another 700 gold shutdown or equivalent because he's just so far ahead. As long as he kills Kane, like, this game is going to be really hard if Kane is dead for Washington.
Yep, so, I mean, at CSU, is like that the plan to try to get Kane first?
I would try to. I mean, he's like really the only one that's able to do anything for the side of Washington. Like, he just does so much damage. Like, Matt should just be able to kill him here unless Kane is
goes in, does get the kill.
Yeah, so like Matt can do that every single time, especially with Edge of Night there. Like you saw it block the knockup.
Yep.
And that's the only thing that can kill. Now he does lose that matchup if Kane has ult, so he has to kind of do it when. Yeah,
Nice
I mean,
flash.
he's just gonna be able to do that.
And they're going to go get Baron, I believe, and this could potentially be the end of the game as Cassante pushes that top lane.
Yeah, probably not the end yet, but Cleveland State actually opting to just go top here. Matt.
Ooh, he is pretty low. Oh my
has
goodness.
a lot of armor.
Does
I
the
don't really know
Cassante
why.
get it?
Oh, they're
No.
two-manning this Baron, but I don't think they can, and they can.
Oh, Baron resets. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't really understand the decision making there.
Yeah, I really thought you could have just turned and burned Baron before they were all back up, but now you kind of get nothing.
And I don't, I think right now, I do think that Baron is not as good as it once was. Like, I would have preferred to see them, kind of push their lanes and then back and then use the tempo of pushing the lanes, for a Baron play. I would have liked them to do the same thing, and splitting off 3 and 2 there clearly was not the right answer.
Yeah, I think
But
they were
they're
hoping to get
still-
Baron and the top tower and maybe get a kill on the Poppy, but they didn't get any.
But again, I mean, they're going to continue to be in the driver's seat.
Wait, Shepard's kind of put this Kane into a good position for a quick cleanup. Top dog taking some damage, but surviving.
Yeah, I mean, this should just be Jin's dead.
Nice
Tim
stun
also
there.
hurts a lot.
Yeah, Tim has gotten very strong. And this might be the game here.
Yeah, Cleveland State can kind of just do whatever they want. Like I said, I would try to push towers here first and then fall back to the Baron, but taking the Baron is also just fine.
Okay, so they are going to try to take Baron again, just with 2, as Zed tries to push this mid tower. Right, is this in the 3rd? I don't know. That Baron is not getting burned very quickly.
It's okay. I mean, they've got no real competition to stop them, and Tim's not going to take much damage.
Kane is floating down here.
It should be okay. It's going to be close.
Okay. Yeah, it was a little closer than I wanted it to be, for sure.
If that was Blue Kane, I think I would have been a bit more concerned. He would have flown through those walls much quicker, but...
Okay, so Washu gets their second Drake. Oh, I'm sorry, first Drake. My fault.
That was Aiden that got that dragon, so that's actually the second dragon for Cleveland State. But
yeah, that's what I said.
your head's in the
Glad you're paying attention. Just making sure you're on your toes.
Yeah, no, I know it's a test. That's pretty normal for you.
Can we get
Life actually?
Can we get a Cav score update, by the way?
Nope.
Okay.
We cannot. Want to talk about it?
Uh-oh. Okay.
Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do, since you're so kind to invite me onto here? I think I'm going to air out all of my dirty laundry with Cleveland State, actually.
Oh, sorry, we've disconnected. I don't know how that happened.
That's fine. I can just repeat myself, I think. Yeah, I think the Zed has just gotten
Too
so
strong.
far ahead here. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Does get the kill on the Silas, but he is in the bot lane. Whether WashU decides that they want to try to continue to hold this tower or not. But that Zed is going to keep split pushing.
Yeah, but if Washington wants to win, we've got quite a while until this game is going to be able to be competitive. I will tell you that.
Have not seen a lot of support strats, but we did actually mention that.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I understand
there are
it.
probably better picks, but it's fine.
Well, Kane's coming in from the back. This might be some trouble for CSU. Oh, they do get the kill, though. His beard's weird with a really nice Zanya's usage.
Oh, Matt's going to go for the... Oh, he was definitely wanting a penalty there, I promise you.
Yeah.
He's already calling it 2 kills.
Oh, Top Dog dodging like a champion. Look at that.
Well, if you watch just this game, you would think that Cleveland State is up 85-0 in terms of the all-time score of this series. But no, it is actually 1-1.
That is 1-1. All right. CSU goes up.
The question now becomes, will we get a competitive game in this series, or will it just continue to be a stomp one way or the other?
Okay, taking a look at the scoreboard. Yeah, just scrubbing hard with almost 60,000 damage is pretty crazy.
Whoa, we got to block that name out. He is on streamer mode. He does not want to be
apologize.
known. We gotta, can we make sure that in the future, guys, we got to delete this VOD, I think.
All right, so CSU goes up. Oh, I'm sorry, and they are now tied 1-1 in the series. So we will now have to see what happens in Game 3. So stay tuned. Game 3. Shoes. Any last words before we go on break?
No.
Okay. All right. So we will be headed to break. Hang tight as CSU ties it up 1-1 in this best of 5 show match. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, and we are here at Champ Select. Game is just about to begin. Washington University goes with a Scion up top. A Belveth for jungle, which will be interesting. Then we got a Zoe mid, Jinx ADC, and I don't remember what that one is. What is that last one? Shoes? What is that?
That is Lulu.
A Lulu, that's right, yeah. And
Yeah.
let's transition to this game because there's stuff happening.
Yeah, Zoe. Not
Alright.
even a burn flash there is wild. We don't have Belveth. I mean, things are getting wet and wild already here. I'm not 100% sure what is happening.
Just a couple of
Scion,
guys
everyone's here.
having fun.
Everyone's in the mid lane.
Just a couple of guys enjoying their time. That Scion might actually die. Hold on a minute.
yeah, but
the
he might
Zoe
want to die
flashes,
for the
wow.
passive.
No, that's
Yeah, I
true.
don't know.
But I don't know if he wants to die that early, right? He usually wants to try to get to level 2.
Well, it depends. I mean, normally Scion is not in the mid lane with 5 other people at a minute into the game as Belveth. For whatever reason, thought that was an opportunity to invade. And,
Not
did she got the Raptors, I guess.
true. Certainly a move of all time.
Yeah, this bot lane is about to be the biggest snooze fest ever. No one should ever kill anyone there. Did Zoe DC?
Wait, what? She just not
Looks
moving
like
at all?
Zoe DC there. And I kind of thought that she had
Yeah,
yeah, okay, man, there
It does look like, what, they unpaused the game? Oh, she is back. Okay.
looks like she's
Maybe
back,
just like
yeah.
a keyboard disconnect or something, maybe? Mouse disconnect?
Yeah, not 100% sure there because I was gonna say she stopped moving before she got anti-stunned, and then she got anti-stunned and died, and I was like,
Now, we do get to see Top Dog on the Mundo, which I'm excited about. I always get excited about Top Dog on the Mundo.
hey, top dog might be your top dog at the program.
Oh, you don't know.
Yeah, your bias is showing, pal. Let's reel it in.
What's the Mundo Scion matchup look like?
You're seeing it, pal.
Okay, yeah, just a
It's
couple of
gonna
big
be
guys
a
beating on each other.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of that. These guys are trying to get the heart, trying to get their heartsteel done, so they then can continue to beat on each other with heartsteel. The only really volatile lane here is really mid lane, like, and that kill for Matt. I mean, again, like they're dying, but they really should not be dying here.
Oh no!
But this probably
They're gonna
will
get the
lead to
Belveth.
Flying
This could be a
Tiger.
little tough for Flying Red Tiger.
Yeah, he doesn't
that's
feel like using the
unfortunate.
barrier there, which probably would have led to a good thing. Let me actually take this time to get up on my soapbox here.
Yeah.
I think it's really stupid, and I've said this.
Nice kill on Shepard.
Don't really know what I'm watching, but this is the kind of stuff that I was talking to you about in the break. Let me get up on my soapbox here. The fact that Zoe can pick up, in this case and many others, Locket active when that item hasn't. We are 3 minutes into the game. You cannot buy Locket for a long time.
Okay.
The fact that she can pick up the Locket active and now she has Randuin's Omen active without even being level 6 might actually, like, is maybe one of my least favorite things in all of League of Legends.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not in the game. She's picking up things that are not in the game. And I don't really understand why that is allowed.
Uh-oh, this
Annie
could be
is
trouble here
dead
for Annie.
Yeah, she's... We'll play.
Oh, almost gets the Zoe.
Yeah, close but no cigar. But yeah, I don't agree that she's able to create things that are not in the game into the game. I just hate that.
No, that makes sense.
Thank you. This bot lane does, like, this is... Washington College just needs to chill out because they do scale. I mean, so does Cleveland State, to be fair. But
Oh,
we lost
Zoe not
again.
having a good time. Oh,
And we're right back
and we're
into it.
back. Okay.
Well, they cut out the delay, like the pause
yeah.
timer for us, so we don't have to sit through it. But what was I gonna say? Oh no.
Now we're gonna be stuck on the pause for a second. Hold on, we
Yeah.
just gotta catch up.
But they do have really good poke from Cleveland State in the bot lane. So, like,
Okay.
they can catch, but, like, no one realistically should die in that bot lane because, like, there's no tools to you know, there technically are no tools to kill
Right.
in the bot lane.
Oh, his beard's weird. It does get the Scion. Zion's going to flash, but it doesn't really matter. They're all flashing. And they are going to let the Xin Zhao get that kill. And the question is, does the Scion get anything for it? No, he does not. But I will say that Flying Red Tiger does really play the Yunara pretty well. Oh, doesn't quite get that Jinx, though.
Well, this is really what like these teams need to do if they do
Nice
want to be
job.
successful, is you have to bring down the jungler to help.
Yep.
That's really the only way these bot lanes should die. And while Washington has done a better job of it, Cleveland State played that really, you know, split that up really well so that Yunara is able to get 2
Right.
and get out, whereas Belveth was only able to find 1. There it is again. The end of my existence. What's next? She's going to pick up Exhaust, which is a summoner spell that doesn't exist in this game, too. Like, it just never ends. My hatred for this Zoe champion.
Mm-hmm. So you don't really play Zoe?
Yeah, I don't touch Zoe for a lot of reasons. That champion, I don't think I've ever found success against her. Ever.
Alright, so bottom lane we see a little bit of poke. A little bit of poke damage. Like you said, it's kind of been a little bit of a snooze fest otherwise. Now, this Belfeth kind of comes online after they get Herald, right? Like, Herald's a pretty big...
They do need to play for pretty much every Rift objective. Rift Herald, the little dudes, etc.
Does the Mundo have an ult in his pocket? No, he does not. That is unfortunate. But the Scion does go down.
Yeah, it's a bit unlucky here, though, for Reed, because, I mean, he does have TP, so it does depend on how fast Washington's going to be able to slam that wave, but he is going to lose a couple of waves here while he waits to TP back to the lane. But he, you know, TP will bail him out here, so he doesn't lose, like, you know, maybe 15 plus minions here,
right,
which would have been not good for him. Matt's looking for the gank here. He does get slipped by it.
Ooh,
is that a blind Zoe bubble? I am not 100% sure, but I don't really know how they saw the Annie to get the bubble off of it initially.
Yeah.
But that Zoe
there,
just completely blew up. Yeah, I was looking for a ward on the map. I didn't see one, so I don't know where Matt maybe. I don't know. Maybe it was just a literal blind guess to save a dive play, but pretty insane from Washington's mid laner to make that play. I mean, that's insane.
Plus, we're getting stream sniped.
You know what? If that's the case, I just, you know, I don't have the words. I'll let you handle that.
All right, so Drake is active. Velvet coming over for an invade. Gonna try to go for the Raptors. Shepard on the Sona. Thought maybe he was gonna go check it out, but
you know, speaking of, we brought up Sean earlier.
Yes.
Sean was a huge, not all the time, but was a huge Sona advocate. Is Scion definitely will go down here.
Oh, his Beard's going in on 3. Don't know about this move. Scion does go down.
Should be okay. Yeah, it should be okay. Tim has piloted a lot of Xin Zhao in his time, especially for Cleveland State. He is going to run into Belveth here, though.
This might be a tough one. Oh, he does get the Drowsy off. This is going to be trouble for the Annie. Gets the stun off, though.
Yeah, I'll say the Washington's jungler does definitely look a lot more comfortable on the Belveth than he did on the on the Kane, but you're definitely seeing a lot of these. Definitely, and this kind of was really Tim's entire career at Cleveland State, is a stylistic difference between the champions that that his team asked him to play versus the champions that Washington's jungler is asked to play.
Right.
He's able to play a lot more carry, a lot more, farm style picks, whereas Tim is kind of stuck on a lot of these more like utility champions. We're going to see Flying Tiger stuck in the pit here. He has nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go. But his Beardsburg will get a kill on the Jinx and maybe get a couple more here. Gets at least one. And can they get over to get the Belveth? No.
Now, it may not seem like it, but that is a pretty impressive wall jump there from Belveth. That is not easy to do, but is he going to get out? I am not sure.
I don't think he is going to get out. I think they see him.
Well, Sona sees him.
Nice.
Oh, not going to have flash, so he's going to be able to get out. Jinx is pinging his jungler. Yeah, this is when the camera pan top there, yes, how top lane went, it is just two men just beating on each other.
Yeah, probably not super fun or exciting, but they will be involved later in the game.
Yeah, it looks like Reed is gonna opt for. I mean, I don't know. I thought he was going for Heartsteel, but he might be going for Warmogs.
No, you think? But I thought with the 3 belts he was going to Heartsteel, but maybe you're right.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. As we do see Scion complete the Heartsteel.
Yes.
And I will admit, it's definitely not the easiest thing for either one of these teams to proc, but if we're going to see Sona's going to ult the Lulu, but a little polymorph action, a little trap action, and they're just going to walk right on out. Not much to be done. Annie going to get caught sleeping here.
Oh my goodness, that is crazy. What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, that is, I mean, that is really just how it is, and this is going to be...
Oh, he gets hit with the drowsy too. Oh, this is just not okay.
Yeah, but Tim is... Okay. Tim is strong, though. You got to give, you got to keep him on. Tim is quite strong.
No,
but,
he is very strong right now.
We got to be able to dodge the bubble, and we're not able to do so. Definitely a little hard when she's in your face, but...
Now, is there a better skin in the game than the Mundo business?
I'm really not. Now, the Mordekaiser, the money Mordekaiser prestige skin, that one certainly has come out of nowhere.
Okay.
To really contest him. But at the moment, Mundo goes where he wants, and right now he wants to be the top skin in the game.
Right.
Like, who do you think he's on that phone with? Could be anyone.
Could be anyone.
This is, I think, maybe the most even game we've seen so far.
Definitely is.
And this Zoe does not miss bubble. Now, this won't.
That's crazy.
I was just about to say this will not kill. I was wrong.
And she gets another sleep.
She's going to pick up Tim's flash here as well. Yeah, she's going to use his own flash against him.
Yeah,
one of those things about Zoe, it's really why you can't ever flash against her. She will just use it against you. Yeah!
Beating on each other.
See now, but this is the thing though, because Reed, since he opted to not go for Heartsteel, he's losing out more in these trades because of that, as we're gonna see Flying Red Tiger just absolutely annihilate the Jinx.
Oh,
I mean, that's what happens when you don't have flash.
So low. Belveth with a big invade.
Yeah. I gotta give Reed some credit though. Reed has fallen behind quite a bit in CS every game, but this game he's doing a good job of keeping up there. making sure that it stays even.
Right.
And he'll have TP to match here too, and so he'll be able to keep that up. But again, a nice kill from Aiden in the bot lane to try to keep his team really in this one. As I mean, Tim is doing well, but he is definitely behind in tempo to a jungler that is gonna do a bit better with it later into the game. They're gonna try to bushwhack the bot lane here. They're gonna get onto Lulu. Lulu's not gonna have anything to keep herself up, but here comes the Zoe that is terrifying.
Yeah.
Bubble's gonna miss, Q's gonna miss, so it's not gonna matter. But a good bushwhack setup from Cleveland State. Way to get to the objective first, and they should be able to claim this one
Now,
pretty much no problem.
Washington, I was wondering if Washington was maybe going to waive this in order to go get the Herald, but I guess not.
Yeah, I definitely would have not brought Scion down for this, but I mean, I guess it did bring Mundo down as well. If I'm the Scion, I definitely want to be just continuing to split here. Yeah. Mundo did end up going for the Warmogs here first.
Okay.
We might have our first big brawl of the game, despite no objectives being up. And it looks like Flying Red Tiger is going to get caught without his flash. He's going to go down to the Scion ult. Tim is going to go in to try and save him, but there's nothing to be done as he's going to go down. And now it's just kind of a rout for Cleveland State as we're going to see Mundo. I mean, again, he's going to do what he wants. He's walking out of there, head held high. He's on the phone with some important people. Please don't bother him while he's in the middle of this big important talk. Thank you.
More importantly, Belveth is going to get the Herald.
Yeah, and this, again, is just one of those things with this character is that she definitely just prefers, and that's going to narrowly escape, almost dodging the Q, but that, again, probably would have killed him.
Probably would have,
as we're going to see someone almost go down. Matt's looking, but not going to be able to find anything either.
Oh, don't dox him. I don't know. Can you use his first name like that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. What do we even call him? Annie?
Annie is correct. Oh, that was not
Tim is going to send
right
his
move.
teammate flying into the enemy team. Belveth going what I would consider the wrong way,
That
which
is also the wrong
might
direction,
lead to
but
his death,
does get
but
out.
he gets out somehow as well.
This game is happening.
Aiden definitely deserves a good punch onto Tim for just sending him flying into Washington there. Tim's definitely checking the PayPal after that one. He just received a nice $20 for shooting Aiden high in the sky. While we've got a bit of downtime, what's left in the season for you, Pete?
This is it. This is the whole shebang. We do have the fighter team going to Combo Breaker.
Wait, I thought you had I thought Rocket League was traveling.
Rocket League is also going to NECC Division 1 Nationals. I will not be attending that one either.
What is what do you got going on?
My son's graduating from high school. So,
I mean, not to ask the obvious question here, but does anyone really care about that, or?
I thought maybe it wasn't a big deal, but then I was told that I better go.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you know what?
That's not great.
Yeah, we're gonna see Tim. He's feeling a little sleepy, but he's gonna be able to pop his ult, and with Matt here,
Oh my gosh, that Annie.
an aggressive Zoe flash over
Yeah.
the wall.
Oh my gosh.
That is probably going to be a kill onto.
And
Sona.
Herald is active.
I don't know if this is Zoe in no real trouble here as she's going to be able to flash, but then she's...
Does go down finally. And
Yeah,
Flying Red
using
Tiger's in
really-
some trouble, though.
Aiden is begging for help.
This game is all over the place. Annie might be.
Sion
Annie
actually
not
might
make
be the
this.
one that goes where he pleases here.
Yeah.
I mean, Sion's just going to continue to tank this as we're going to see 2 kills go over to the Belveth. Belveth continuing to tank tower shots. But now Jinx is just going to die to Mundo. Because as we've talked about, Mundo goes just wherever he wants. And Reed is doing what he needs to do to try to keep Cleveland State competitive in this one. I mean, he's pushing the opposite side of the map. He's trying to put some pressure on so that, Washington's not able to just steamroll through bot lane here. You know, a good job from him to you know, take up that pressure in that space. Top lane. He's having a nice game on the Mundo.
Yeah, he does play Mundo really well. I think it's his best champion. He plays Mordekaiser
And it's a good
pretty well
champion
too.
to be good at right now.
No, it really is, yeah.
Very strong.
Alright, no objectives really up. But man, this Zoe is just...
That could be Tim. Sona's blocking, but I don't know if she wants to. Because she's probably a bit more likely to go down. Zoe's not going to have the range, but we do have the dragon up. And that will be probably the dragon down. So, I mean, you see here, so Reed did eventually go for Heart Steel as well.
Yep.
But man, he is just going to be plenty behind compared to the Scion in terms of stacks. And in a matchup where they really were just beating on each other, and they're going to continue to do so, I probably would have liked to see the Heart Steel come out first, but...
Yeah.
Because it's not like Warmogs is this incredible spike for him. But either way, is it really going to matter? Probably not.
Probably not. Beard's weird. Getting in on some action. Going up against the Bel'Veth. Nice stun there by the Sona.
Yeah, he's definitely struggling to find some space here. But, you know, with the Mundo, you know, he doesn't have to do what he's had to do.
Lulu? They go get Lulu. Oh, just
She's going to run her flash, but... I don't know. Okay.
Scion ulting in, does get the Drowsy off. A nice flash over there by Flying Red Tiger, but doesn't quite matter.
This Bel'Veth
He's trying
is
to
hurting,
pump
though.
some damage.
This Bel'Veth is hurting. She's going to be able to land the knockup. She's going to be able to find Aiden. No, she's not, but Aiden will eventually go down. Now it's just a 2-on-3 here. Cleveland State's in the lead. Oh, Heartsteel. That Heartsteel proc bonk is going to be able to find the kill onto Annie. But this Mundo is very healthy still, and I don't know.
Well, he did just use his ult, so he doesn't have a lot left in the tank.
He's got enough. Got enough. Or does he?
I don't know. I'm thinking that Zoe might be a little bit too deadly to be messing with.
Yeah, when you're pure HP. Oh, the Jinx ult!
Oh, he just barely lives! Oh my gosh. This game.
Mundo goes where he pleases, so he does not care about your Jinx ult.
Oh
yeah,
my
I'm
goodness.
not quite sure about a few of the decisions being made here. Both teams have big, beefy men who will just stand in the front and walk for them, and instead they put out the little Yordle, Lulu, to go face check a brush. And she pays the price dearly for it.
Bel'Veth going across. And
Bel'Veth is not particularly made to kill this Mundo like a lot of Bel'Veths normally are, with Bork and a lot of the other tools. I guess she's just walking her way out of this, though.
Just faster.
The bot lane, yeah, so the jungle being bot is going to trigger CSU to start this Baron, but I do fear that they are going to be at the mercy of the Zoe.
This is not going to be great.
Oh my god, this Zoe change. They do a decent job of, well.
Yeah, CSU is not prepared for the Zoe.
Yeah, and that's like, again, part of the problem with just ripping a Baron like that is that with the poke of Washington, primarily just the Zoe, they just don't, like, unless Mundo is just face tanking all of it for them, it is very hard for them to stop, you know, to not just get poked out.
Right.
Which does look like it will result in a Baron for Washington, or at least a Baron started.
They got a lot of damage. I don't know. They might be able to get this.
Now, there are enough ults up that I don't feel good about Cleveland State contesting this, as we are going to see...
Ooh, they do take the Zoe down, though. That Baron going a little bit slower, but the Velvet is going to get it.
Yeah, and Velvet is going to be quite strong now. We are going to get a TP in here from the Annie. Lulu running for her life. And it looks like Cleveland State might actually end up wiping this.
They get the team fight, though, so kind of was worth.
That's a lot of shutdown goals,
yeah.
and that does bring this game to just a 3K deficit now. And that is what I was talking about with Baron being a bit of a bait these days. As both teams kind of fall for the Baron trap and both teams pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, that debuff during the fight just is so extensive. I always feel like whoever starts the Baron always just ends up losing those team fights. Which I'm sure is the intention. I'm sure that's the idea. High risk.
I mean, I'll be honest. What do you call it? This reference is too old for you with Dignitas Baron, but there used to be a team in LCS called Dignitas who are still around today, but they used to always go for the Baron and always lose games because of it, because their Baron calls were very bad.
So CSU really does not want to give up the Drake here, but they just cannot get into the river.
This is the price of playing second fiddle in tempo. But a lot of this initial poke is missing. Tim is going to ult just to try to get in here, but he's going to feel a little sleepy, so he is not taking any damage yet, but he is going to go down eventually. And again, this Scion's able to just sit in the front and just kind of tank forever. Annie's just going to get one shot. She's going to get her ult off, but it's not going to be able to do enough. Jinx is just running. For the first time, she has some freedom to actually just walk. Gideon is doing quite a lot of damage, but he's not going to be able to do enough. Mundo's going to try to walk his way out of this, but with no ult, it is just going to be quite hard for him to do so. He is going to go down. And yeah, it's just very hard for Cleveland State to play. Like, they are able to, to play if they're not able to go first, but they do need Tim to kind of then create some space for them, and that is proving to be a bit difficult. But, in situations like that, I think I'd really like to see, Matt maybe try to find himself like a flank angle and try to blow up the back line, because, they do, Washington does get pretty spaced out in these fights, and I think that they do kind of forget that they can't just, they're not Omega fed like they were game one. They can't just steamroll Cleveland State despite making a lot of mechanical mistakes.
Yeah, I think the big factor is, Scrum McLord not really being able to get started in this game. So CSU is going to have to win another team fight coming up here if they can. But we don't have a Drake up for a few more minutes. Oh, maybe a little bit of contesting. Jinx had a nice little shot there, didn't quite land. But we do see Reed up top on the Mundo, trying to split push and just kind of give that Scion a little bit of a run for his money, but he is going to just get these minions. And you just have this Zoe in the bottom just absolutely continuing to run it.
And again, that is the thing. Like, Cleveland State does have some answers to her. They do have Mundo and Xin Zhao who are able to sit in the front, but these carries just continue to kind of disrespect the Zoe, who has just been, as you mentioned, a menace this whole series for them. As Zoe, we're going to see a bit of a chase going on here, but Sion's going to be able to come into the back because Sona has nowhere to go. She's just going to get 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4. She's going to be able to go to... Oh, she's going to go down to the Bel'Veth. Bel'Veth finding her way onto the back line as Tim is going to go down as well, just trying to create some space, and this should be the end of the game. Yeah, it should be the end of the game here with Washington going up 2-1, probably. Unless Matt finds, like, a crazy ult play here.
I don't think so.
He does have Flash coming up soon. He might be able to find 4 or 5. Okay. No, he's actually not even going to be able to find one, as he's just going to go down. Velvet will go down to the tower, so he is able to find one. He makes me eat my own words a little bit there.
Zoe is pretty low. I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Mundo just needs to kind of walk here and try to do what he can. Like, he should be able to do something to stop them from just smacking. Yeah, I think Mundo actually stops them. Is he going to be able to find one? Tim's going to find another. Yeah, Sion's not doing anything. So even if he wants to, he's not going to be able to take this Nexus by himself. I mean, Mundo keeps the game alive.
He does. And with that, you do have a Drake up in about 45 seconds. CSU cannot lose this next one of that. We'll give WashU Soul. You do see WashU pinging for Baron. CSU just trying to clean up the waves. But you see WashU just sprinting for Baron right now, kind of just getting ready to push in. And they do scan. They don't see anybody. CSU still in the mid and in the bottom jungle. CSU's gonna try to get this Drake, and they might be. Oh, big flash and stun by Annie, but the Lulu's still alive. Does not go down. Top Dog does get that kill. Tibbers goes down.
Slightly off screen, but we did see Annie and Sona take a lot of damage from Zoe, who came in 3 screens away. She's looking to do it again, and that is going to be the Sona going down. Here comes Sion, looking to make some space. We do have Annie off to the side. Doesn't have charge stunned up yet. Does have it now, but this is what CSU kind of needs their tank to do. Is Sion's just up there creating space, and it is going to allow Zoe to try to find a pick. Not going to be able to find one, but a good job from Mundo there to, again, keep the carries alive and just stand in the front. This is going to be a sole attempt from Washington here, but they are quite low. Like, this is not a great scenario for them. Tim is going to go in quite early. He's able to find a lot of damage and a lot of space. He's going to be able to almost find the Zoe. He is going to be able to do so. Jinx is free hitting him in the back line, but she does not do that much damage. But he does unfortunately run into Sion. He's going to be able to pick up the kill. The Dragon is going to go over to Washington. And now
that's probably going to be the game there.
Well, again, Matt is still alive. He kind of does just need to live here so that he's able to, or he can just one-shot the
Okay,
Jinx. Okay, and Reed again making another good decision. I like this from him. He's putting pressure onto the map and making sure that, Washington is just not going to be able to get things for free. I mean, he might be doing this because he doesn't know, like, the situation of the map, but I really wish he would just continue to slam bot here. Like, he could almost borderline pressure an end-of-game scenario, especially with TP up. Like, there's so much to be that he could have gotten here, and instead, like, he's just resetting for really nothing.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate decision. He just didn't know, though. Does keep the Lulu and the Sion here, though. Top Dog in a little bit of trouble. He does get polymorphed. Does hit that ult, though. Sion's gonna ult in. Try to get to that back line. That's Sion.
He's creating a lot of really good space. Mundo's doing the same thing though, but again, Sona steps up too far. He's gonna get one shot, and he's gonna step up too far. Even with Mundo creating the space, it's just not gonna end up being enough. As we're gonna see just everyone from the side of Cleveland State go down here. Nice, I like that. Good Krama work. Making sure we watch that Jinx ult just fly.
I was wondering where it was going. That was all.
We are going to see this be the end of the game as Cleveland State. I mean, again, I like what Reed did there. I think he just maybe went a little early as,
I think so.
Cleveland State was not able to kind of do anything with the space that he bought, and then he was forced to eventually just have to go out. And because of that, you know, his carries just, again, just didn't really respect the spaces. We're going to see Aiden go down one more time. You know, very bloody game 3. Very bloody game 3.
Yes, so, okay, CSU down 2-1 in this show match. Okay. So, now I do think that CSU has a lot of potential going later into some of these games because their champ pool is just really good. But obviously, we see WashU also is just a really good team, so I know that they're also going to have a pretty deep champ pool. So we'll be not quite as affected by Fearless as some of the other teams that we played in the past. And with that, we will go to a short break. Stay tuned for Game 4 starting soon. Hi, everybody. Welcome back, and we are just about to start Game 4. Washington University up 2-1 over CSU. We are going to see an Anivia top and a Wukong jungle with a Lissandra mid, which should be an interesting, fun one to watch after we just saw their mid laner is, been really strong. Misfortune as an ADC and a Nico support. And then for CSU, we will see Top Dog on the Camille, which he's been really working on. I think that'll be kind of a fun matchup. Mumu jungle, and then we have, I can't remember who's that mid. Who's scrub playing?
Who's
mid?
that Pokemon? It's Victor.
No, it was Victor. I might have picked the wrong thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny because you literally said Victor earlier
did.
too.
Yep.
When we were talking about this off stream, you literally like, oh, I've never seen Matt play, or I mean Victor play Victor. Sorry, we keep doxing him, and I know that he does not want his name out there.
Yeah. All right, and here we go. We're getting started. So, see if CSU can get this game 4. But don't see a lot of Lissandra players, so this will be kind of a fun game to watch, I think. At least for me, because I like playing mid.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lissandra, we've talked about this a bit just between us two. Lissandra is definitely a really good setup champion. Will definitely help the Wukong out. Like, Wukong until 6 doesn't have a lot of tools to set up ganks on his own. So Lissandra will kind of help him do that and make Victor kind of an easy target. But again, without the Wukong there, this Lissandra will struggle into the longer range of Victor, which is what we're already seeing. And Anivia is going to make an early mistake here. And with the Ignite, Reed is going to be able to get the egg out of Anivia, but not going to be able to find that kill.
Do you see the Wukong getting sneaky?
And actually, who was sneaky was Tim.
Oh, this could be bad for top. Oh, good flash.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's going to be quite enough.
And he's going to lose quite a few waves here because the Anivia was crashing at the same time. But this is a classic vertical situation set up by Washington. They are going to try to abuse this ranged matchup in the melee top lane. And so that does mean that Tim is going to look to try to even the score bot lane here, but it's a bit awkward for him. And
kill.
It's going to be a negative trade for Cleveland State.
So. Yep.
And on top of that, Wukong is going to be able to eat a lot of camps here in response, as Tim was only able to steal one of Wukong's. But
Victor
Wukong is going to ignore the camps, and he's going to go mid here. Now, Victor still has his flash. He's going to use it here, but he's going to go down as well. A really good setup here from Washington is going to lead them to a really strong start onto the map. And again, Cleveland State was just not prepared for the vertical split of the map and then the subsequent dive in the top lane.
All right, so CSU back at full strength, but like you mentioned, not without some really tough trades from CSU.
Yeah, they're definitely falling a bit behind in pressure. Like, we're already seeing an almost 2K gold lead here for the side of Washington, which is quite rough, as we're going to see Shepard taking quite a bit of damage. Tim is going to be here to even this out, but not before...
Wow. Good flash by
not before Tana goes down, but... Oh, no.
Flying Red Tiger does get one, though, and he does get out. So, not a bad cleanup by Scrub McLord also, coming down, getting the kill.
And this is going to be more importantly, a big wave crash here. It wasn't the cleanest play from Cleveland State, as I'm sure you were just about to say before I cut you off, but the wave loss there, bot lane, is going to be what's really big for Washington College, but they are going to even it out with a kill in top lane, and poor Reed is not having fun.
No, that's second time that Wukong is ganked, and just him being low on a turret has just not worked out well. So the Nivea is doing a good job poking him out, forcing him under tower. Wukong cleaning up.
And, you know, it's really not like a big, you know, as long as Cleveland State is able to consistently replicate what they just did, which was, you know, match the dive that's going to happen on the other side of the map and, you know, get the kills to, or, you know, get the wave shoved and make sure that the enemy bot lane is also missing out as much as Reed is. You know, it's really not that big of a deal, but if they do want to break this, they are at some point going to need to, you know, bring some resources top to try and help break the vertical that has been set up here, because the Anivia has done a great job of setting up these constant stacked waves into dives, as we are going to see Lysandra getting a bit feisty. Ooh, but she's going to use her E early. It's just going to end up causing her flash to come out.
Ooh, might. I was going to say kind of a weird spot to recall, but definitely some bait that Scrimmage Lord did not take. I would have taken.
She does have her ult, which is, I think, maybe why she's sticking around. But with Wukong, she's going to be able to pick up this pretty easily. You would have killed them mid there, though.
100%.
Just for the record. Yeah, you would have.
Like,
I know Scrub is GM, and you're not, but I think you're getting at least 3 there, probably.
His beard's weird. Does see the Wukong now, and this one might not work out for him. Oh, that is so unfortunate. But hey, Scrimmage Lord there to clean up, so that's okay. So he goes up with 2 kills.
Idem is going to be able to find the support kill in the bottom lane.
Man, that Anivia has been really good at just locking the Camille down. I am really surprised we didn't see him maybe go on the Mordekaiser. Don't believe there was a Mordekaiser ban.
Well, you know, it is one of those things where it is going to be pretty tough for him, just because he's getting counterpicked pretty much no matter what. So he's going to be in a tough spot, kind of regardless. I mean, he's going to be able to find a lot of damage here, but just enough mana from Anivia to be able to pick up the kill onto him, and there's just not much he's going to really be able to do here, which as a Camille is definitely frustrating when you kind of want to put your stamp on that lane. He is not really able to do so, which again is certainly pretty frustrating.
Now, is Camille gonna scale later into this fight? I don't know much about Camille.
She definitely does. Her Q scale has scaling true damage, which is one of the reasons why she's such a popular split push option. So she definitely will scale. And then it's not Anivia, folks.
Wukong coming in and cleaning up.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough. I mean, they are going to be able to trade one back, but a kill on a Janna is probably not the best use of that kill, as it will reset her gold value a little bit. But again, this is kind of like the problem is once they kind of get top lane rolling, like top lane is kind of just going to be able to continue to do what they want now with a pretty decent CS lead plus, plus the kills and XP advantage.
Right.
So that does open up Washington to now kind of play the map a little bit better. We are going to see Tim get a pretty easy... Again, I don't know what Anivia is doing here. She has no business being here. She does still have her eggs, so maybe Washington State can back him up. He's actually going to use a little TP technology there and TP while going into egg form. So he's going to be able to get out as well. Lysandra still has ult for herself, so that is going to mean that Reed is going to go down. Nice Janna Tornado is going to keep anything further from happening. But it does not mean that he can just reset there, as Nico looking to push the envelope a little bit more, but probably not going to be able to find anything.
Now the Victor Beam, though, did pretty good damage. So he is starting to get moving a little bit. But we do see here the Nico.
All you, boss man.
Yeah, I mean, the big draw to get the flash out. And we do see his beard's weird. It's going to go in on the Nico. Twice. Gets a good hook. But nothing really. Going to see some
Cleveland
recalls.
State, yeah, they'll be able to kind of prevent for a long time here. They have the Victor who can clear with his E. They have the Sivir who can clear forever as well, and so they are going to be able to set up some avenues for this Camille to become kind of a problem. He's going to go over the wall, a lot of damage.
Oh, and this
set that up with the
Misfortune
MF.
was
Tim is
in
going to
a
go down.
perfect spot.
Are they going to be able to catch up to Aiden? They're not going to be able to. Wukong staying on the chase. Aiden looking to turn, MF flashing. Not going to be able to find anything, but
Shoot.
the Nico flash will, which will lead to Shepard going down in the bot lane. Top lane continues to not be very fun for Top Dog.
No, does not look super fun. Nivea's just been doing a really good job keeping that wall off. And Flying Red Tiger trying to draw out the Nico and does. His Beard's Weird is going to get a kill on the Misfortune. Maybe?
Nah, he will.
Okay, does get that kill. Nico is going to retreat. And we do see the Wukong taking the Drake, so unless they were able to get in here quickly, they might be able to get a kill on the Wukong, but yeah, no, he is able.
Oh, Tim almost with the steal. There
He
is no
almost got that
sniper.
Drake. That was crazy.
Almost had it. Wukong will go down. A tempo mistake from the side of Washington College there. From their challenger level jungler. Apparently.
Yeah. But man, that would have been a sweet Drake steal.
You probably would have stolen that if it was you.
I mean, I've stolen many a Drake in my day. I like the kids to have fun and try to play.
Right, but you are low-key a weapon. And Victor is going to get knocked up here, which is going to lead into the Lissandra ult. He has not been able to move for the past 3 years. Jaina will get the trade.
But the Jaina does get the kill. Which would have been a little bit better in the hands of a Victor, but like you said, he was stunned for about a year and a half.
Yeah, I actually don't know if he's
This
moved
could be bad for
in
Top
real life
Dog.
either. Poor Top Dog. He's going to use their
Flash is
flash, so
over
they
the
are going to be
wall.
able to live here, but is that going to prevent a dive that could possibly be loading as well?
I think so.
I'm
I think
not
he's got
sure.
enough health and Shepard hovering there. They do steal the Grump.
That's going to be a lot of minions missed for Top Dog. He is going to try to defend his jungler's honor here in their blue buff. Nico's going to roam here as well. We have had a lot of support
Wrist
roaming
on the
here.
Tornado. His Beard's Weird goes in. This could be a little bit tough for the Amumu. Goes for the ult. The Nivea, I assume, has to have that egg back up as well.
Not sure. It
Victor
might
gets
be
a
not
big
up
stun.
yet. Yeah, no, it is up. You are correct. And that is going to make sure that Nivea lives, and that's going to be 2 for the side of Washington as they push their gold lead. It's really not that big, though. For being up 10 kills,
Right.
They're really not up that much gold. As outside of the top lane, you know, they are winning the minion battle, but poor Reed
Wow, nice job by Shepard.
is going to save. Yeah, Shepard will
Will
save his
Top Dog
laner,
live,
but
though? I don't think that Top Dog will live.
it's another great tornado.
Maybe.
Looks like it should be okay. I mean, they're going to catch for the next millennia.
Janna. But
Now,
Top Dog
someone's
does
got to
live.
pay for the sins
Yeah.
of the top laner. It just had to be the support.
So CSU just getting a little outmatched in this one. Just across the board, no lanes or anything really winning.
Well, if you didn't know what you were watching, you would not know that that is a death sound, but it is. Right, Peach?
Always. All right. So Nivea with a nice stun there. Flying Red Tiger. And we do see this Lissandra in the waiting.
That is actually Nico, I believe.
Oh,
You can
Oh,
tell
you're
just
right,
by
yeah,
the coloration
Color.
there.
Yeah, I do see.
Yeah. Always got to stay on your toes when Nico's in the game. Got to be hitting tab, making sure you know where she is. And
Big
even
stun.
say might be a bit confused here because there are 2 Lissandras, but they're going to be able to kill the real one. They're going to be able to find the Wukong as well, and it's just going to leave Nico here.
Yeah,
Nice
that was a
little
nice
wombo
little,
combo.
nice little poke there by CSU to get a couple down. And like you said, kind of closing the goal gap, like not something that is
About 3K right now.
unable to overcome. Yeah.
Again, you know, a lot of heavy lifting being done by the CS numbers from the AD carry and mid laner for Cleveland State, as they're both able to find, you know, especially Victor, you know, highest CS score in the lobby, which I think he probably has had every game, would be my guess, but they just need to find a way to get Reed back into this game, because his split push, you know, at a certain point will become pretty overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because Anivio and Lysandra are not going to be able to match him in the side. They're going to need some help. So they just need to find a way to get him back into the game. And once he's able to get going, he will become very hard to stop. Get him some Merc Treads and he'll be near unstoppable, as Nico will find a catch, but not able to find a kill off of it. So this will bring out... Okay. A lot just happened.
That was a lot.
Misfortune whiffed her ult. We did get a TP in.
Lysandra in the bush, though,
Looking-
and
oh
flashes
my
out. That was
goodness.
a big flash by Lysandra. Holy smokes.
They are going to
CSU
lose the
does
dragon,
get
but
the
they
Drake.
might find a lot of kills in response. As Wukong is looking on the backside at the moment. They're just chasing this Victor down.
Oh, Victor's putting out some damage. He is getting some damage in, I think.
The
Anivia
ult is just barely not going to be enough. They're going to be able to
do get 2.
find a good re-engage. Tim's going to be able to find 2. It's not going to be over here, as we're going to get a flash onto the Nivea, but we're going to focus in on the Wukong. Wukong is going to be able to find a kill, or is going to go down to the Camille, rather, as Top Dog is, again, finding a way back into this game.
Oh, he gets the beam off.
This Anivia just continues to be a nuisance and live and
Yes.
not die.
And definitely has passed it back up again.
So despite a great team fight start for Washington being able to pick up 2 early, a really nice play from Victor and Tim there to even the odds and then push it in their favor, especially after securing a dragon. And that'll pretty much bring us right back to even here.
That's back to even,
Only
yeah.
a 500 gold difference at 18 minutes into the game.
So it was a great team fight by CSU. Just able to get those couple picks that they needed. Do you foresee this game where CSU continues to win team fights just because of some scaling and things like that?
I mean, both of these teams definitely have some pretty even... Like I said, like I really would like to see just a lot of split push from them. I think that this Camille eventually will just become untouchable inside. And I do think that overall, Washington probably has just a bit more team fight tools that can make it hard. Like, you know, if Cleveland State isn't first to every objective, Anivia is just going to kind of be able to zone them out.
All right.
But again, Cleveland State has kind of pushed their way past that so far and has found a couple of really nice engages. But without Flash, you do get stuck like this. And Nico's going to be able to... Oh, a nice wall.
Whiffs on the Nico ult whiffs.
Yeah, but right there, I would have liked to see Reed just keep going, because now his TP will lead to his death. And, you know, Cleveland State a bit on the run, but Matt is very strong.
Oh, that was a great wall by the Anivia. Holy smokes.
And so this, again, is, as I was just describing to you, kind of the problem that Cleveland State is going to run into, is that this Anivia, like, if you don't have flashes or tools to deal with her walls, you will, I mean, you know, you're an Overwatch guy. Wow, MF is going to just take a 2v1 trade and win. Definitely a bit surprising from the tools that were available for Cleveland State, but maybe that's just MF, I guess. To use a little Overwatch analogy, imagine you're playing tank and the other team has a Mei and you're Reinhardt. You know, if you don't have your shield up when they wall behind you, you know, there is nowhere for you to run. And that is kind of the problem that Cleveland State is running into here with no flashes up on their carries with no mobility. They just have nowhere to go. Is that one hitting for you? Is that a good?
No, it's a great analogy. Yeah, makes a lot of
All right.
sense.
I don't think Gabby is still watching, but maybe for Lexi that'll do something. I'm not sure who's still here.
Some Camino action. Camino.
Yeah, I'm
plays some,
hoping that.
he plays some.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm just hoping that someone, some Overwatch player,
Neil's
will
in some
appreciate
trouble
that.
now. Oh, he does get out. Okay.
Did you bring up Owen, my favorite Feral son?
Yeah.
Yeah, things have flipped in recent history. Owen has become the favorite. Patrick is too cool for me now, and ever since he committed to your school and not mine, he will not talk to me.
Yeah, it was a tough decision for him. He did buy a Shawnee hat and a CSU hat on decision day.
I knew that when I was not invited to the hat ceremony and you were, I knew what was coming. But, you know, speaking of Shawnee, that is a great time to just kind of do a plug.
Yeah,
you know,
plug away.
No, this is the Cleveland State show. I've got my Cleveland State hat on right now. We're representing the team right now, so the old team.
Man, this team has been around for a minute. It is nice
Yeah, it
to
makes
see
me
him
feel
win.
old just thinking about it.
Tim deserved a win. Tim deserved a natty.
Dude, Tim deserved things that I can't say on air. As they do find the pick onto Wukong. My cameraman is a little drunk.
Hey, I'm getting down there. Oh, that is
my.
not good.
Hey, but that is the life of a member that I would not say is that useful. And Tim is going to be able to find
he
a
goes in, he
huge
gets a
three-man
huge
play.
stump.
Put it
Oh
up
my
with
gosh,
the
it was
victor.
unreal.
Goodness, everyone's killing everyone.
Wow, what a stun by his beard's
Victor
weird.
now
That was
covers the
crazy.
entire map. Yes, I mean, things happened a little quickly to describe there, but, you know, while Sivir did go down early, you did watch Washington College use Lissandra ult and MF ult to just kill one guy.
Right.
That, again, is not useless in these fights, but, you know, it has mainly just been here to keep the game going for Cleveland State with, you know, keeping the waves pushed. So it's not exactly a top target. Like, you know, when you have Victor and even, I mean, not like you really want to blow a bunch of ults on the Amumu, but, you know, like when you have those two priority targets alive and you're using your ults on a Sivir who isn't running the game, you know, it's definitely a questionable use of resources, which then leads Cleveland State to popping their own ults, you know, and it ends up being a huge win. Yeah, I think it was going to run out, so
Yeah.
he used it there.
Shepard maybe getting out? Yes.
Again, it is just an aggressive
his
use of
beard's weird's in
resources.
some trouble now.
Going to be able to somewhat
Oh,
find his
and
way out.
another
A
big
huge
ult.
stream
There's
that
a
ult.
big stun again.
I think Sivir is throwing pillows at the enemy team. I think it might be part of the problem. We might want to get him some damage at some point. He's kind of, I think he's building a Lord Dominic's here, and I don't think that that is correct here. But yeah, Victor and, I mean, between Victor and Amumu, they are pumping. They are just looking for a little bit of help. And again, I really do think that's going to come from this Camille eventually. I'll keep saying that, and I kind of hope that it will happen eventually. But I do think that Reed will take over this game at some point.
Okay. I mean, he's got 3 kills. You know, his CS is okay. I mean, he's falling behind a little bit, but... Uh-oh, that is going to be some trouble. That is, good flash. See that Nico ult getting used? That looks... They're going to try to maybe push Baron here. I don't know if this is one's going to pay off. I don't know if they have the damage to get this done. Unless CSU does not respond in time. That's very possible as well. But his Beard's Weird in position to maybe go in and get another really big ult.
He's going to go for the steal here. There he is. He's in.
Oh,
he's going to get it.
Oh, unreal. Man, his
And then he hits a
Beardred's
big
having
4-man ult right
himself
afterwards.
A game. Oh
Wait,
my
Penta?
gosh.
Penta.
He gets the Penta.
Victor gets the Penta.
Yes.
After epic setup from his Beard's Weird.
I mean,
And Baron continues just to be a bait, as we've seen this entire series.
yeah, I thought that was a huge mistake from Washington the whole way. Like, it just... I know they were really putting some damage out, but CSU had everybody coming, and you put yourself in just a bad position. And could CSU end here?
Yeah, this game should be over. Well,
It's going
the
to be very
September's were a bit
close.
shorter than I thought. So they're not going to be able to end
It's
here,
gonna be
but it's big, though. It is big.
That is a huge blow. And CSU takes the first gold lead of the game. Wow, the pentakill from the Victor, but man, his Beard's Weird has had some incredible stuns.
Yeah, I think without the setup from Amumu, I don't know how much gets done just kind of in general from the Cleveland State squad. So Tim is definitely putting on an absolute clinic in terms of Amumu gameplay.
Yes.
And he probably looks really good right now while he does it, too.
Oh yeah, he's got aura like crazy.
Yep, just ripping out of him.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And as I predicted, Camille is coming online.
Yeah,
One
starting to
power
split
down.
push.
Like, Reed's gonna go nuts here.
Will he be able to beat this Anivia? Does get out of the ball, okay.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Just let him cook.
Ooh, and Victor does snag the misfortune. Oh, she gets out. Wow. And they take the Victor down, but everybody is so low. This could be a nice, easy cleanup. And the Nico comes in. That's a big ult there by the Nico. Kind of takes one out of his Beard's Weird book and gets 4 in that ult. And they're going to be set up nice and pretty for this Drake, potentially. You know what? You know what? Here we go. Top Dog maybe taking over? Wow. Okay. Shoes maybe got the good call here with Camille just on a rampage.
Yeah, I'd like to see him just, again, continue to split. Like, could you imagine the pressure he could be exerting top right now? Unanswerable. He is going to find his way onto a Nivea, but the MF is here. So it's going to deter him from going any further. Or is it? Kind of depends on if he finds this Nivea recalling.
Yeah. Let's just say
No
could have gotten lucky and gone up there.
He's almost cut that CS lead, though. He was down quite a bit earlier. Now he's only down about 30, so he has done a lot of work there. But like I said, I you know, especially on a resource-hungry character like Camille, I'd like to see him just continue to go top. Like, that top tower would be gone by now if he was still up there.
Right.
You know, kind of push the map, push the tempo a little bit more.
All right, nothing really to play for. Oh, there is a Drake up. I apologize. There is a Drake.
Tim's going to be able to find his way onto the Nico. He's going to look onto the Sandra, and they're going to be able to kill her, which is a big get here early in the game. Reed going in. Nico going to be able to find two.
For the ult.
Tim trying to find his way in. He is going to be able to get an ult, but I think it'll lead to him going down as well. So this fight's pretty even right now, but Victor
is here, and Victor is doing some massive damage.
Well, Nivea's trying the TP strat again, but not going to be able to get it off.
And his Victor TP's in. Hold on, he's going to go for a try to end the game.
I think he has a blue pot. Can you click him? He does not have a blue pot, so he's not going to be able to end this game as easily as I thought, but can MF really? I don't think MF can stop him. No.
It was a good idea. It was a good try.
That he can. I mean, yeah, Dragon... Wait, what did we miss? I
thought this Drake died 3 minutes ago, but apparently it's still up.
Yeah, I guess they didn't start it. But they're on it now.
They are on it now.
And they will get this. faster than Washington can deploy to the map.
I was going to say, if WashU had run and kind of sprinted down there, they might have been able to intercept that, but they don't. So CSU's got 3 Drakes now. WashU kind of started off this game very strong, but on their heels a little bit.
Yeah, again, gold lead definitely pretty close still. You know, 4K gold, 3K gold doesn't really matter at 30 minutes into the game.
Right.
So the game is definitely still anyone's. You know, again, I definitely give the edge a bit to Cleveland State. In a vacuum, it just kind of depends on how they play it. And again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If Regis split pushes, this game is over. No one will be able to touch that man.
Guess you're gonna get that scuttle crab and get some vision. Oh, they're gonna go in on this Wukong, and then is the clone though.
Yeah, Tim thought he caught him, so Tim ripped his ult there, but he is not going to be able to find him, and that could lead to...
Yeah, maybe...
At this point in the game, though, he is level 16. Like, he's got a lot of ability haste. Like, his ult will be back up somewhat soon. Like, it's already almost half off cooldown.
Yep. Oh, Camille goes in, but she's taking turret shots.
She might still be able to find this if she's...
Oh, man. That was just really well played by the Anivia.
Tim's going to be able to find his way onto Lysandra, though, who doesn't ult herself.
Misfortune, just a little bit too far away for that ult to be effective, and it looks like they might be able to get this Wukong if they can hurry down.
Yeah, Wukong just trying to pull the wave. I'm not really sure why Lysandra didn't just ult herself there. Or use her Zonya's component. Did she DC again?
It is possible.
Yeah, because she didn't... we missed the start of it, but she didn't use anything at the end of it, so... Not quite sure. Maybe they were watching Anivia in the bottom lane.
See, I just don't know if I like this Baron beginning here. Maybe it's to bait him in. They're going to go in, try to get a kill. They do get the Misfortune down, so maybe it was just some good bait.
Anivia also finds herself quite low.
Yeah. The Wukong is looking for some camps. Does get the Raptors.
Probably all he's going to be able to find here.
And it looks like CSU is going to be able to get this Baron, while Victor's going to push in the mid lane. Yeah, so that's a free Baron for CSU, and they're going to be in some pretty good shape here to get some lane damage done. Wukong taking all the camps.
Yeah, not a lot of towers for the side of Washington, which has a lot to do with the way the gold is, which is pretty surprising because besides mid lane, they're open CS on like everybody, so I'm actually pretty surprised they have not been able to kill even more than just one tower.
Yeah, and it was so early in the game, too. I mean, they really haven't killed a tower for, you know, almost 20, 25 minutes. Oh, Spirit's Weird might be in a tricky position. Does get the Wukong, though. Wukong does get stunned, and they're going to take the Wukong out, and that is a big kill. They get 1, they get 2. His Beard's Weird looking for 3. The Camille coming in does get that kill, and you were right, man. That Camille coming online has been a huge move for CSU.
Yeah, I mean, 10 sets it up, his team knocks it down again. I mean, how many times have we seen that this game? And so he's going to be able to find like another just Q into Flash R, 2-man engage. He's going to set it up for his team, and that is going to be game 4 going to Cleveland State. Which
on to game 5, baby.
Play the song. Put on Silver Strips. Someone play it. Someone play it.
What?
Put it on.
What are we playing?
Someone put on Silver Strips.
All right. So CSU going into a game 5. This one's for all the marbles here, folks. So stay tuned. We will take a brief break. We will be back here very shortly for all the marbles.
All of them.
right, everybody. Welcome back to Game 5. CSU has won the last game and tied it back up. So our draft for Game 5, we have Washington University with the Orn top pick with Mordekaiser. I'm really looking forward to seeing Reed on the Mord. I think he plays it really well. How's that matchup look to you? Shoes?
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, don't call me by my government name.
I didn't. I don't dox.
No, that is.
Oh, I did dox. So
Yeah.
you're saying I did dox?
Yeah, that is officially what I changed my name
Okay.
to in real life.
We also have the Mel in the jungle. What, jungle Mel? Maybe. Okay.
Oh.
No, it's gotta be a Rek'Sai. Maybe they had it wrong and maybe the order wrong.
Yeah, no, it's definitely Rek'Sai jungle. I promise.
And the Seraphine ADC and Seraphine's gonna be supporting the Ezreal ADC. They must not have put those in order correctly. His Beard's Weird is on the Vi in the jungle, and I am excited to see Scrub McLord on the Ahri. And I'm also excited to see Flying Red Tiger on the Tristana. That should be really good, and then Shepard on the Braum. So everybody's kind of on, like, really pretty high-end champs here, so I'm looking forward to this one.
I think it's kind of BS that Tim called you old in the chat.
Oh, hold on a minute. Let me get this screen right. All right, here we go. He did not call me old in the chat.
Oh, he did. Hit answer, bro. He called you old. Or Z. Why is the chat not pulling up? Oh, he called you old in the league chat, and I think that that's wrong. Yeah, see, there you go.
Oh, he did call me old. Oh.
Yeah, see, I think that that's messed up. And that's wrong. Silver Scripts is a banger though. It's a League of Legends classic.
How does that Mel match up with Ahri? Like, does Mel reflect a lot of Ahri's stuff?
Yeah, so I've actually played this matchup somewhat recently.
Okay.
That was in my Phil journey, and I got absolutely annihilated in this matchup by the Mel. I was the Ahri.
Oh, really?
It's really not that bad. Ahri does have a lot of tools to play the matchup pretty aggressively. But yes, you do have to hold your charm until they W, of course.
Right.
Because if not, you pretty much just get one shot.
Horn
As
going all in
Horn
here.
does have a lot of kill potential. Yeah, I know we've seen Jason, harken back to Jason.
Yeah.
Him play Ornn and kill in quite a lot of matchups, and he's been in that position many a time. This time it goes against State, but yeah, Ahri can win this lane, but if you're bad like me, then you get hit by every Mel Q and you just simply die.
Yep.
Cleveland State, to be honest,
Stage on the Rek'Sai here.
yeah, this is kind of what can happen. Again, it's a bit of another vertical situation. I think. How is the Rek'Sai so slow compared to the Vi? I do not know. Vi has double the camps. I should have paid more attention to the pathing because Vi has double the camps. As they are going to find their way onto Ezreal here, who is refusing to use his flash until it is too late.
Oh, no way! He doesn't get that kill. Wait, his Beard's Word's coming, though.
Now, Tim's going to get a little Q flash here for the kill. Watch this. Bang.
Oh,
my God, he messed it up. See, now, and Tim has the goal to
so
call other people
unfortunate.
old when his hands are doing that.
Oh my gosh, he had it. He had it
So
perfect.
he canceled his own Q animation with his flash.
Oh no,
And-
we are just losing all
no.
over the place.
Oh,
This is not going
no.
well. This is just
no.
not going the way we wanted. No, he does get the kill on the Ez. Okay, all right.
I didn't see the bomb on him, so
And
that is a
totally
good kill.
redeems himself.
oh, old man Tim.
Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's
You
now
should
it's
clip
just
that
fair
and
game,
send that
so.
to him. Yeah. Actually, speaking of, let's actually take this game off the screen for a second. Let's put up PJ's pentakill on Malphite here. Hold
That's
on.
right. I did get a pentakill
Xerath.
on Xerath the other
Yeah.
day. It's pretty
Well, now let's put that on the
groundbreaking
screen.
moment
Now
in
that's
my league career.
entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that's some entertainment.
All right, we do have a little bit of sneaky Rek'Sai coming up, so Top Dog is going to have to be a little careful here. Does recognize it, does see it. Tristana going in. I do think Aiden plays just Tristana really well.
Yeah, I've seen him. This is one of the champions I have seen him play before. And I do know that he has, he does do pretty well. And while Cleveland State does have overall a losing lane, just by the nature of a double, melee and arranged into double ranged.
Yeah.
If Braum lands a good Q, they can punish, they can punish Washington. And they have done that 2 times now, as Ezreal has somehow managed to die twice, which is really hard to do in this matchup. And it looks like Seraphine will just kill herself.
Spirit's weird coming in. He's going to redeem himself. He is not going to screw this one up. Nice. See? I told you he was going to be fine.
Man, never mind. Yeah, you're right. Good job, Tim. Realized I might have started to become a bit too much of a hater. I reeled it in.
I think we only put 1 clip on our Twitter.
Oh, see, and this is what I'm talking about. This is why you
reflect.
really need to hold on to, and he should die here to the ult. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, as someone who has played this matchup 1 time, and like I said, just had Mel absolutely abuse me in it.
Yeah.
That happens a lot if Mel does not have her W forced out early on.
Alright. Ezreal gonna recall. I'm gonna turn this Fog of War off. I'm also going to get my timer's up. A nice job by Shepard trying to stop this Drake from happening, but that Mel is hovering. You can see Scrub McLord coming down.
And again,
nice job
Matt.
by Braum.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to get this Mel. The Mel's going to go down. It looks like WashU will get the Drake, and this could be nice. Nice kill for Vi here if we can get the Rek'Sai.
Should be able to find the Rek'Sai, unless he misses his Q somehow. Oh, a nice animation cancel from the Rek'Sai there. Don't know if you caught that, Peach, but he knocks him up precisely at the time that the Q lands. And I think I personally missed it, but we did have a nice Reed solo kill in the top lane.
Oh, I did miss that.
He's putting on for the city of Cleveland with that kill.
Yeah, he is.
Unlike the Cavs tonight. But anyway. So, as you mentioned, Washington was able to find the dragon, but they did lose 1 in return, which isn't the end of the world.
Blind Red Tiger, got to be careful here. He is low.
Yeah, just a lot of poke from the Seraphine Ezreal lane. Very hard to deal with overall, especially when you do not have the poke to match. It looks like Orin is going to start these for the Rek'Sai, with some pressure from the Mel as well. Isn't that just swell?
Maybe well.
Alright, you used the same one that I used, so.
No, I said well.
I said that to start.
We're going to have to go back to the VOD on that one.
Yeah, well, they call me the modern Dr. Seuss. What do they call you? not that. So, let's... Come on. Reel it in, pal.
Oh, Scrub Lord might be able to get this Rek'Sai.
Ooh, actually able to get the Q off there, but
does get rooted.
That Mel damages
Yeah, the melt damage is no joke.
a lot. It is a lot. I don't like that champion. I don't like it in my games. I don't like seeing it. She is strong. and I am bad into her. Yeah, Matt has a chance to kill here. Not going to be able to land the charm, but you know, with him being able to get the W out early on something that is not the charm, he did have a chance to kill because of it, but was not able to then follow up as needed. And, you know, despite Triss having 2 kills, I mean, again, it's just very hard to have any pressure in this lane. Warren baiting here for the Rek'Sai, but, you know, first of all, I'm pretty sure Rek'Sai is being seen by the minions. And second of all,
oh, he's trying to also
have
bait.
Tim come up.
He's trying to bait this too.
Oh, Tim's Q will get inadvertently stopped, but yeah, I mean, Mort's just going to be able to ult isolate someone. They're not even going to need it. I mean, I think they used it technically, but yeah, I don't really know what the game plan was there onto the Mordekaiser.
Yeah. Well, the Orn's going to stay, try to clean this wave up. And his Beard Sprite is going to go back. Maybe you try to get this, but I don't think he's got enough health. But you do see Reed playing really well on the Mord, being aggressive. But Dylan doing a really nice job. Shepard doing a really nice job on that Braum so far. Making sure that Tristana's getting the kills.
Yeah, so far they've done a nice job in this lane, as you know, we kind of talked about. Being able to still find a way to pick up some kills and pick up some lane aggression in a lane that overall is quite difficult, you know, for them.
Right.
Just by the nature of the
You're going to see Ari sneaking down. Scrimmage Lord sneaking down, but we do have the Rek'Sai also sneaking over, so this could be a 3v3 fight and a little bit of something going on in that river. Ooh, the Ezreal ult goes through, and his Beardsword takes a good bit of damage. Nice flash out, though. Scrub McLord trying to get that damage done, trying to get the kill, but doesn't quite get it, and the Mel cleans up. Flying Red Tiger on the Trist is not going to have enough. Maybe he could jump on that Rek'Sai, but no. And that is going to be a big win by Washu. Comes all the way back.
I also think it is, I just noticed this after what you said.
Yeah.
I hadn't picked up on this before, but I think someone on Scrub McLord's team, oh, well, before we get into that, we're going to see Mel killing herself for some reason there. Pretty aggressive way to path, considering she knew that there were some people there, but but someone on Scrub McLord's team is watching the stream as he has turned off streamer mode after we've harassed him for 4 games straight about it.
I did not notice. That's amazing, though.
I did not notice either until you called him Ari and then said Scrub McLord, and I just looked over and I saw that he did take his name off of streamer mode. So harassment apparently does work, folks. You can't just bully somebody into doing something.
Hilarious. Oh, nice job on the Tristana. Good jump. Again, double jump. Getting some damage in on that Ezreal. But the Braum, again, being able to jump in front. Shepard doing a great job.
Yep, like we said before, Dylan is doing a really good job of setting up his AD carry to find some sort of agency in this lane. And, you know, Seraphine really... now, she did have flash there, and she did use it, it appears, but... you know, when she, even like when she's alone or like, you know, doesn't have flash, like now, like she really needs to be aware of how she positions, because I mean, it is not hard to catch her out and kill her.
Right. Okay, and CSU is going to go try to get this Drake, maybe pull this Drake out, but the Rek'Sai just has these tunnels everywhere right now, so they're going to get a TP in as well. They're going to have to try to do this Drake quickly, or, oh, they're going to give this Drake right up, aren't they?
A little hard to tell, a bit of a delayed fight here. Mordekaiser is going to be able to pull the Seraphine, so she's not going to be able to use her ult, so she is going to die into the Death Realm. Mel is going to be able to kill Ari on the back end. Same with Trist, and Vi will go down as well. Ezreal's going to be able to escape. Very hard for Mordekaiser to deal with that guy. Rek'Sai is going to ult in. We're going to get to see a flash out from Dylan. It might save him here as he gets under the tower, but between the Ezreal and the Ornn, it's just going to be too much, and that is going to be Dragon and 4 kills over to the side of Washington. As, you know, besides Seraphine, who did get Death Realm, you know, that is pretty much going to be their only injury sustained.
Yeah, so that was not the team fight CSU wanted to take there. Maybe starting the Drake a little bit too early. I don't know. What did you see happen in that? What was wrong with the beginning of that?
Yeah, we would definitely have to go and take another look at it. Is Aiden trying to find something on Ezreal, but again, Ezreal is quite annoying AD carry. Yeah, we definitely have to take a bit of a look at that. You know, the first thing that I kind of remember just from what we were seeing is, you know, there definitely was some separation there. You know, at the start of that fight, maybe a bit of miscommunication as they did, you know, start the Drake, but then they kind of gave up on it pretty quickly.
Right.
So you thought they might have been out, but then they, you know, they tried to re-engage with like half the team up top, half the team down bottom, and you know, Reed did a good job taking Seraphine out of the fight, who has a really big like game-changing ultimate, but at the same time, she's, you know, a support as well, and she's building support items. So it's not like she's, you know, again, as we kind of mentioned in a different game, the highest priority target. And so, you know, when we do see someone like that taken out of the game, you know, it does mean that Mordekaiser is also effectively taken out of the game until he gets that kill.
Yep.
You know, so he wasn't really able to affect the team fight as a whole. And so, you know, that's when we kind of saw Ornn, you know, who has a big team fighting ult, you know, be able to back up his Mel and his Ezreal and his Rek'Sai. And, you know, again, Cleveland State has a lot of pick potential, but if they're not able to find the pick, team fights can be a bit hard for them because they don't have the greatest way to just walk in to a team without having some pressure beforehand, as we are going to see Ezreal. I don't know why heal was popped, because that was like basically a 0 health loss trade. Mel is going to be ulted in the mid lane. I mean, this is what you want to do when you're trying to kill the Mel. 0 damage is coming out from the side of Cleveland State. Like, I mean, literally 0. Yeah. That's going to miss another charm. But it looks like, you know, they will pop their flash on Rek'Sai. Mel is trying to find something. I mean, that's going to be a nice stun from Seraphine. Knowing the way that Washington has played this, they're going to continue to look here, but like maybe something from... Seraphine has no ult, so that probably will kill any chance of retaliation, but Mel will stay here in the mid lane. Ezreal will take bottom tower, and that'll be our first tower in the game going down here. That is going to be a miss. Oh, Ornn is here, apparently.
Oh,
and
my camera person, I am the camera person, is not doing a really great job.
Yeah, we got to fire that intern.
Yeah,
on the camera.
100%.
While Braum does block the Ornn ult, he was standing too close to Ahri, who did try to... I think may have actually like ended up flashing on top of the Braum, but either way, Ornn ult did end up still knocking them both up. So that plus, you know, the Rek'Sai ulting in on top of the Ahri, you know, just led to a double kill coming out. And this is, I mean,
tried to bait that, and it worked.
You know, I'll be honest, every day of the week, I agree with Tim. I'm probably going for that kill too.
Yeah.
Despite clearly knowing that it's a bait. I mean, like, what are you supposed to do? Not go for him there?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's tough. I mean, you don't really have a lot of vision. You don't really know what's there.
Looks like Rek'Sai thought that the buff would die. So he got it all the way down to 60 HP, and then it lived. So a bit unlucky for him there. I mean, Tristan's going to be able to trade a turret back. That's not bad, but, you know, you definitely see Washington with a bit of the tempo advantage here. Ezreal is going to E in, which is pretty dangerous into an Ahri with...
Nice. That was a
everything
great pull by Top Dog.
Yeah, I'm not, like, again, like, this Washington team is pretty interesting because, like, sometimes they seem really good, and other times, like, they do that where they E in with no flash, and, I mean, like, maybe they're just having a good time because it's a show match and, you know, they're not really playing for anything, but still, it bit of a mind-boggling play there. Because it just really makes no sense. Like, and now you have Ornn just kind of like strolling through mid, like, oh, maybe live here, but
yep, that was a good
like,
block by Shepard
Ornn...
too. Good cleaning up.
Yeah.
But yeah, WashU just kind of getting a little careless, I think. And like you said, maybe it's just because it's kind of a fun match and everybody's just trying to have a little bit of fun anyway, but...
It's just kind of been a whole series of that from them, where,
it really has
like,
been.
we're going to see Mordekaiser's going to use everything he has here. Rek'Sai will survive a little bit longer with it ult, but the problem is that Mordekaiser will now find himself in the middle of the enemy team, but it's not really going to matter too much. Mel is really the dangerous one here. As long as Cleveland State just stays as far away from the Mel as humanly possible, they will be okay. As they do secure the Dragon and a couple of kills on top of it. It is 12:15 a.m.
It is.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Thanks, man. Well, we love having you here.
Thanks.
Oh, nice. Good charm there by Scrub McLord. And the Vi's going to come in and clean that one up, too. So, all right, CSU kind of getting back on a roll. Down some objectives, though. We'll have to try to get the next Drake, potentially.
Wow, I didn't see this, but 2 hours ago, Juwan Jennings is going to be a Minnesota Viking. What do you think about that?
You know what? I saw that one coming. I had that one on my parlay.
Wow. Things have really started to just let loose at Cleveland State after I left.
For those of you listening, I have never gambled and will never gamble, so total joke.
DJ gets queasy over losing $5. So
I actually do. All right, we see a big
we
team
tell a lot of
fight here.
jokes here, but
His Beardswear is going to flash out. Shepard trying to block a lot of this damage, but the Ornalt comes from the back. And, man, but you're right. Like, CSU's just not putting the damage. Like, the damage just isn't happening.
and this Ornn is going to be a problem.
Yeah, he really is.
He's just going to be able to see. But this is what I was talking about. Like, this is great here from Scrub. Like, not trying to TP and, like, salvage something that was already lost. Like, he's trying to just get some sort of value on the other side of the map. And this is what I wanted to see Reed do, like, for the past 5 games in a row. Because, like, even in the Mundo game, you know, he can find a lot of value there. But, you know, just knowing that he's not going to be able to get anything done from being on that side of the map and not wasting his time TPing, but, you know, just playing to the side of the map where he can force some sort of advantage. And, like, he, you know, I guess he doesn't technically know, but, you know, he has ult and everything. Like, he could have just kept going and, you know, who knows how far he could have gotten on that inhibitor tower. But like I said, I do like the fact that he is pushing and doing something productive with his time on the map.
Yeah. Okay, so Drake's happening in just under 2 minutes. So right now, just a lot of clearing and pushing waves. And if you don't get a shutdown on that Ornn at some point, although, you know, Reed's got 5 kills. Like, he is pretty strong. He's got a couple items already. Refillable potion. Ezreal is definitely extended. Or overextended. I was hoping maybe we'd see the Ahri coming in, trying to get something, but not quite able to. Ooh, good charm. Well, we see the Ornn coming down, and ooh, Mordekaiser might be in some trouble here.
Yeah, we're going to see Mordekaiser go down, and again, this is just a problem where this, like, Ornn is just, like, a tanky menace. So he is leaving his team a bit out to dry, but a great Seraphine ult is going to lead to Tim going down. They are going to be able to trade the Mel out, but again, Ornn is able to just buy so much space that, like, without quick evaporation of the back line of Washington, you know, it's just very hard for them to do much in these team fights unless they're able to set, you know, the Ahri up for multiple resets off of the back of, you know, a pick off of Charm or off of Vialt or, you know, something similar. You know, it's very hard for them to win these team fights, which again, you know, I'm beating a broken drum here. I would like to see Reed just try to take matters into his own hands on the, you know, on the Mordekaiser and try to set up a split.
Right.
Because at least if he can try to pull the Ornn away, that is a very strong team fighting tool and presence for Washington that could be completely negated, you know, by Reed. Because it's not, you know, it's not like Reed is really accomplishing that much in these team fights for the side of Blue State.
Right. Yeah, the Ornn has definitely become a problem.
Yes.
That is 3 Drakes now for Wash U.
Yeah, and this Mel, you know, Ezreal and Mel Seraphine love to just sit behind this Ornn and just feed off of the pressure that he's been creating so far, and they've done a great job of just playing. You know, again, you know, we've talked about this before. It's just very low level of execution needed for Washington to be successful here. As we are going to find a bit of a 2v2 here between the jungler and the mid laners. We're going to see Rek'Sai use their ult, almost go down. Mel is doing so much damage. They'll also almost go down if it's not going to be for the Seraphine. Ezreal is going to die to the Tristana off onto the side. This is somehow turned into a 5v5 as everyone is currently here now. Mordekaiser in the back as well. Going to be able to find their way onto the Seraphine. Probably looking for an ult. Not going to be able to find it. Ornn's going to ult here himself. It's going to lead to the Ahri just getting absolutely one-shot despite what the Braum is trying to do. A nice Braum ult will end up with the disengage. But again, like, you know, you see a bit of chunk damage onto Ornn, but clearly not enough for it to matter.
So CSU really yet to win a big team fight, or at least recently win a big team fight. So this is something that CSU is going to have to try to find those picks early. Oh, almost got blasted by the Ezreal ult there. But CSU is going to have to try to get those picks so that they can have that advantage in the, you know, those team fights coming up.
Yeah, again, it's you know, Braum has done a good job of neutralizing a couple of the ults, you know, from the side of Washington, but it hasn't. It's not enough. You know, Washington is not winning because of these ults. As we're gonna see Rek'Sai try to find a pick onto the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser's gonna rip his ult, so this is gonna buy a lot of time, but Cleveland State is not coming, so it's kind of just on Reed to win this 1vx here. That's gonna be the Rek'Sai ult to keep himself alive. So now Mel is struggling. Wow. And this is like the thing from Washington is it's not like, you know, Reed is a problem. And he hasn't been a problem in team fights because Ornn is there to like push him off.
It. Yeah.
But when, you know, when you're trying to take these 2v whatever, you know, 1vx fights, like unless you're bringing 5, Ornn or you know, this Mordekaiser is going to win.
Yeah, and he has shown it on previous games too, especially late in games when he gets that Mordekaiser pick. Like, he really has been a problem. And, you know, we'll just have to see if the Braum can continue to maybe, you know, keep that Ornn at bay so that, you know, Reed can get going. Maybe be able to ult one of the backline players. I mean, like, the Mel would be ideal. You know, be able to take the Mel out of the fight would be really nice.
You know, the thing with the Ward is that he really starts to cook on damage when he's able to get his passive proc, and he just has not had a lot of chances to do that, just with the team composition having so much range in it. So a lot of these team fights have been quite awkward for him in terms of just getting huge damage output out, which is why it is so imperative that he's able to take this time in the side lanes. And so, you know, that last example is a good showing of, you know, when he's able to pull 2 or 3 people top. Like, I want to see something happen. You know, like, mid-tier 1 is still up. You know, I want to see something happen.
Could be bad. We do not want to death on Shepard here.
He will still end up going down, and that ult will also end up catching Tristana, who has flash. So she's going to go down because she did not feel like using her flash there, and then Ornn is going to continue this. And unfortunately, with everyone from Cleveland State going down here, I do believe that it might just be the game
there. Yeah, wow.
So again, these are kind of just simple, small things. It's a bit unfortunate, but like Tristana has flash, like ending the game, getting caught by that ult while having flash up, like, yeah, you don't feel good using it there, but, it would have kept you alive, and then, your team kind of falling in line to try to back you up is going to be the reason that this game is going to end up not going Cleveland State's way.
All right. Well, good game. Thanks, everybody, for watching. For those of you who are not completely and totally aware, this was just a show match. CSU did end up winning the national championship, so this was a little bit more on the relaxed side of things. So CSU does win, but in the best of 5, WashU comes ahead and wins 3-2. We'll be back in a few moments with an interview from Scrub McLord, so hang tight. All right, everybody, we are back briefly with an interview with Scrub McLord. Matt, congrats on the natty win.
Thank you, thank you.
I know maybe not the way we wanted to get the natty win, but
yeah.
Do you feel like the series, was it a little bit more light just knowing that it wasn't really like a for real game?
I think a little bit. I think it definitely, I came in today, definitely mentally ready. Same with everybody else. And then, that whole situation, I think it definitely had a bit of an impact. And, at the end of the day, stuff like that's going to happen. And whoever's better mentally prepared for it is going to be the winner. So, it's all a mental game at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think you're right. And, I think we saw WashU also make some kind of wonky plays just from maybe just being a little bit more on the casual side.
Yeah, possibly.
But it was nice to at least play that game out because like they were a really competitive team, but obviously we were right there with them the whole time too, and it was very back and forth. So kind of looking at like the draft process, like you guys put a lot of time in to like prep and look at the draft. Like, what was some of the strategy today?
Ban out their jungler because he's their best player by far, so we thought we could limit his abilities. He plays mostly 3 champions in solo queue, so we just took them out for the most part. We left the Lily open game 1, ended up buying us a little bit, so he's definitely a pretty good player, but that was probably the main strategy, and then after that, just whatever they haven't picked yet, just try to ban out.
Yeah. And so, like this team is, I would say, not necessarily new together, but what about some of the impact that your teammates have made this season? Like, who's really made an impact?
I'd say Top Dog for sure has really, he's been totally outperforming what we thought. He's sitting at like Emerald 3, I think, and he's going toe-to-toe with some stronger players this season, some Masters, a couple GMs, so he's definitely been doing a great job. I think 8 and 2, honestly, has expanded his champ pool a lot. He learned Yunara, he's picked up the Sivir, so that's definitely been a big help. And then I'd say those 2 for sure definitely stand out a lot.
Yeah, and then we had Tim return this semester, which was kind of cool. What did this mean for Tim, like, to be able to win this season, like his last season?
It meant a lot, and I know he was definitely really bummed out that this ended how it did, because it's going to be his last year, so he didn't want to win like that. He wanted to win actually, so
right.
Definitely pretty unfortunate, but he did bring home the trophy the other day, so
yeah. So yes, I mean, like, just been a really successful season, but we saw maybe a little bit of a slow start in the semester, but what did you, like, what happened? Like, what got the team rolling? Like, how did we go from kind of a slow start, we're kind of losing to some mediocre teams, to, like, really beating some pretty good teams at the end?
Yeah, for sure. I think that, just playing together, because we had a new jungler, we had new support, so we definitely did not have the synergy right away. We had, like, a new team last semester, and then this semester we had 2 new players as well, so it's just been, playing more together and figuring out, like, what works for us. Blinding the top lane was, like, a big thing, just building that confidence top, so that was big on Reed for just being able to be our warrior up there and just go into whatever. We no idea, just blind his Mundo or his Mbessa and just not lose too hard, or at least come out on top. That was definitely a big thing.
Right.
Building the bot lane synergies, like all that kind of stuff. So, and then another thing is just we started doing more draft prep. Like before we weren't doing like any really until like the game day.
Right.
And so we started looking at the OPs, figuring out where we're gonna ban and how we want to draft.
Has there been somebody that's been like really impactful in like that draft prep process?
Dylan for sure. Yeah, he's been helping me out a lot with it. So, I'll be like, hey, like, anybody want to help me with draft prep like a week before, and he'll always be the one to say, yeah, I'm definitely down to do that.
And then, so you guys have an event this upcoming weekend, right?
Yeah. Tomorrow we leave to go to Cincinnati for a land. So
what's that going to look like?
So they were hoping to get 8 teams. It's the Queen City Clash. It's going to be the first one. That's what they're calling it. And they were hoping for 8 teams, but unfortunately 5 signed up, and then a last one dropped out right before. So there's only going to be 4, including us. There's only seems to be one team that's super strong that we're worried about, Cincinnati's team, but it still should be pretty fun. I think if we win it, we'll probably end up spending more money than we make anyways with the Airbnb and gas and food and all that. But I mean, it's still definitely gonna be a pretty fun experience.
That's awesome.
So.
And then, so what's in the plans for you? So now you're not graduating this semester. You got one more semester to go. What's in the works for you?
I think, I'm still not entirely sure, honestly. I have a job, but it's not completely related to my major, but like there definitely is a future there. So I'm thinking about that, or possibly, finding something related to my majors. I think there's a lot of routes that I could go, and I'm just not sure yet. And, every day I'm getting better at league, so coaching is definitely something I'm interested in, that's just another possibility, so I'm not entirely sure yet.
No, that's awesome. We'd love to have you, just like continue to be a part of the program. And that was another, like, I guess lastly, what I really wanted to ask you is, like, you're one of the only people in this program that has been here since the very beginning, like very first tryout. It's like been you and Tim, but I know Tim took a small hiatus, but like, what's the program growth for you look like? Like, I know we kind of started with like multiple league teams. We were really strong in the beginning. Like, what does the growth look like for you?
Definitely an upward trend for sure. I mean, we haven't won anything until now, until this year. So, that's pretty nice that I'm especially happy for Tim that he gets to end with something, being won. And then it is like a little unfortunate. We're having a hard time finding people for league, but as far as like the other teams go, it seems like Overwatch is doing amazing. Valorant's doing better every year. They beat that team at GLAC and they won it, so that was really cool. So I think that everybody, you can just see that they're getting better, and it's it's really cool to just see what the program has become. Just see that trophy shelf start to fill up as the years go on. So
yeah, and we are we are going to continue to. I'm going to do my best to never lose league. I know like a lot of schools are dropping league like crazy because there's just not really a lot of young people playing league right now.
Yeah.
But we're going to do our best to try to keep that one around for a really long time. So hopefully we can continue to find like some young people. If anybody out there listening that knows some league players that wants to, try throwing their hat in the ring for playing some collegiate, hit us up at Cleveland State. We'd love to continue having league here and playing with Matt. So
yep. Yeah, I hope they can figure something out for NA.
Yeah, I know. I know it's been a mess. I know the GLEC is dropping it next year.
Sure
there's only 4 teams that have it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'd like to maybe try to do a show match. Although Indiana Tech's still really good, and Manchester's I think lost a couple players, but
gotcha.
But yeah, we'll try to get something going with it. But any other shout outs you want to give before we end?
Shout out to Camino. I'm sorry you did not get to see the Yone today. Definitely would have played if they didn't keep banning it. And that's probably it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me in the interview. And have a nice summer. And then we'll be back in the fall.
Absolutely. How's it going?
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. CSU wins their national championship. And that is the end of that. So this is our last game of the entire year. Nice to win on the last game. So thanks for watching all season. Thanks for watching all year. Thanks for being supporters. And go Vikes.